Alright, YouTube, I'm gonna give you guys a shout out. Hold on. Alright, we're live. We're live. We're here. We're with you today. Hello, people. Let's give a quick little shout out rundown on YouTube. Quinn, I don't know how to pronounce that. What's that? McGregor?
Yeah.
Quinn McGregor, 23. Yo, what's up, homie? Michael Wojcik, right? Ethan Avalar. Pack Right. Yo, what up? Quinn's not going to the lock-in. Best trick down the stairs with the watermelon. Ooh, that's the watermelon hubba.
Oh, wow.
Haven't skated that thing in a long time. Alex, what was that? Cushion. What's up, boys? What's up, everybody? All right, how do you want to start this, Kevin? You want to go right into questions?
I don't know. What are you thinking?
Well,
sounds good.
You worked today.
Yeah, I did work.
Skate shop life?
Nah, medical marijuana life.
Oh yeah, have we talked about that before?
Once, yeah, about like the very first time I was on the podcast.
Is this all up and up?
Yeah, it's medical. It's a cultivation center in Rhode Island. So it's basically you have a decent license to grow for the dispensaries and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like beyond a home grow. It's like
it's for medicine, basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's your job? What do you do?
I do everything. I take care of the plants from the day they're, first planted up until you're cutting them down. So a lot of people think I just trim, They're like, oh, how's your trimming going? Like, I have more skills than that, man. But,
he's like, I smoke it too. JK.
But yeah, I mean, I do a lot of like handiwork, We gotta like put up nets to support the plants. I make like different mixes and like for the water, there's different nutrients. You gotta like measure it out.
It's a life form. You gotta nurture it and take care of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's crazy how much goes into it, but it's also the bud is that much more better and potent.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you get into this?
I got into this because my mom's my mom shout my mom
mommy.
Whenever her really good friend, her boyfriend, he grows. Nice. So he's been doing it for a long time, and at first he was like, no, like no one helps me, like type of thing, because I like to keep it low key.
Yeah.
But I just approached him one day. I like put myself out there. They were all out to dinner, so I just swung by, and from then, it's been like 2 years probably.
Yeah.
So I've learned a lot, and it's good work, and I get to pretty much create like most of my own hours, so.
Damn, that's awesome.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah. Are you still working at the Juice?
Yeah, 1 day a week, and then doing like the social media and website and stuff on the side, so that's cool.
Rad.
Yeah, that's fun.
And Kevin, you just recently went to like spot in Wareham, right?
Oh yeah.
We didn't talk about that on the show.
No, we haven't. No.
Run that down.
Yeah,
for
so
us.
you park in it's a recreational spot where it's like in Wareham. It's called Verilife.
Oh, wow.
And they do recreational and medicinal.
Damn.
And so me and Sam Curran went to check it out, and you park in a parking lot. And then you walk over to this tent where they take your ID and give you a menu, give your ID back, and then a shuttle bus, and the driver come up and see you down in the shuttle bus, bring you like half a mile down the road to the actual store.
No way.
And then.
And apparently he stokes you out the whole time.
Yeah.
He's ready to get high.
Hyping you up like that. And then they get it. You get off of the shuttle bus. They take your bus pass and check your ID again, and then they let you into the door. And then you go to this front counter where they check your ID again, and then you walk through. They only let like 5 people in at a time or something, so you wait in line, and then they call you through, and then they let you in, and it just kind of like looks like a doctor's office. It's still like very like tucked away. You can tell the laws are still very strict about like what they can actually have around.
Totally.
I don't know, cause like you go to like to compare it to like a vape store or something, you know how if you go to like an e-cig store or like a smoke shop or something, they have advertisements for everything all around the store.
True.
Like they didn't have anything like that there. They were just like white walls, like a little counter behind, like
Is that? Do you think that's one of the first ones in Mass?
I think it is the first or second.
I know
for recreational at least. I don't know. I haven't heard of any other spot.
I think maybe Fall River.
Yeah, maybe.
Or if it's not there now, it's gonna be. Like
I'm sure probably like Western Mass had something or something like
Rhode
that.
Island had it before us.
Yeah.
For for sure.
Yeah, and then once you leave, you gotta wait like for like almost 10 minutes for the shuttle bus to come back in the freezing cold. It's terrible.
At least you got your weed, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jacob Slack, shout out on YouTube as well. Rough Song, Skateboards. Way sick to see you get clips again, KK.
Oh, nice.
You see that?
Oh, yeah,
man. He actually
felt good to go skate again.
Yeah. Kian's out there. Kevin Anthony, what up? Kian's got the big heels. Check him out, bro. Nice. Thanks. Okay, well, I went to a spot in California when I was out there. The first time I ever bought legal weed was like California. It was pretty similar. You went in, kind of locked down.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me film inside. They got all butt hurt when I filmed. It's like came at me real quick.
That's so funny.
I know, it's strange, man. There's bodyguards around and stuff. You just feel like you're doing something.
Hostile.
Still felt kind of illegal, you know?
Yeah.
Even in California. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just because there's been so much regulation that's led to that point, so they cannot like have a slip up. They have to be so careful.
Yeah, it's like insurance and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
and everything's
Shut it
so
all down.
tight. Like I feel like the laws, the way they're set up, it's meant to screw those people over for when they slip up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see the overprotective nature of it.
All right, here's a question. What do you think the drawbacks are going to be of legalized marijuana recreationally?
Tax and the control of potency. I know that's
Okay,
something
so-
that's becoming kind of popular in legal states where they're making it now that you can't actually like produce like past a certain amount of like THC or something like that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it can't get you too high.
Yeah, literally. So they're
Yeah.
gonna like. I think that number, honestly, hearing that kind of scared me because I feel like that number's just gonna go down and down and down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're just gonna get more and more control over it, and the tax is just crazy. I mean, the tax is a benefit to the U.S., but not to the consumer.
Yeah. Someone wrote millions in marijuana. Billions.
Yeah, billions.
Billions, for sure. Gonna be crazy. Flip that thing over, no phone. On the podcast.
Got group chats hitting me up.
Alright, let's start with some questions. Unfortunately, all the names didn't print out on this. Some of them did. If I don't call your name, sorry. We'll start with this one. And we'll each take a turn, I guess.
Yeah,
so we
for
can
sure.
go back and forth. How did you get through high school, and was it a challenge? Let's go at the top with Evan. Because he's on the left, it feels right.
Yeah. So I actually went to the Met School. It's like a vocational type of internship and project-based type learning. I think I've told you guys that before.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's how I like started the project with OMF, and I did some other things. I interned at like a arts alliance that had like a public TV show, so I did like filming and editing for them.
Nice.
So I got through it by going to a school where I wasn't so like, confined.
Yeah.
Because I went to public school in South Kingstown, just the local high school, and there was kind of like I was just, oh man, it just pissed me off. So,
Why?
I
haven't been in school for so long,
Yeah.
I like almost forget, but not really.
It was just like I just like couldn't take it seriously. It's just like so boxed in, and like I just like have I just like thought I had a bunch of other skills I could be working on instead of like studying and regurgitating stuff. So
Yeah.
it took some convincing.
You had to talk your way out of the school?
Kinda.
Was your idea?
Yeah, it was my idea. I just heard about the school based on like some other homies or some other friends of friends that went there. So my mom was on board at first, but the rest of my family took a little bit more time because they're like, oh, like how you even like gonna get the graduation requirements in, because there's not like normal classes like
Yeah.
social studies and science and math. Like you kind of go off and do like almost like college type stuff, like internships and projects.
Like real world
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, that was their whole thing.
But that's a
all
fair
that.
question to ask, like, about that, right? Because how's
Yeah.
the workaround with that?
You just try to intertwine the different subjects into like your project. So I tied in writing. I did like a research paper about like skate parks and stuff, and
Nice.
like how they get built, like where they're most popular, least popular, benefits, pros, cons. And it was kind of similar to the OMF project. That was like an extension of like how to incorporate some type of academic into it. Having to do a paper. Then like I don't know, we would like weasel it in there. Like sometimes like I would measure the rink like the long way and
Mathematics,
like,
done.
Yeah, stuff
Added
like
that shit up real quick.
Yeah, but that's how I got through it, because basically there I was like, at that school like you have a lot of freedom, so if you like really show yourself and whatnot, like they're not on your ass as much. So I just like put in like a bunch of work, and then some days I would just go and like chill all day because I had done so much stuff. I would just like sit on my phone and like they were cool with it. So
well, cause like
That's sick.
energy comes from rest.
Yeah.
So if you work really hard, you need time off too. You know,
Yeah,
you need to be like
totally.
trusted that you're just not like fucking around. you know? Cause like you gotta recuperate. You know?
Yeah, for sure. So that's how I got through it. I went to a high school that was cool, I guess.
Nice.
Solid.
Someone says, sorry to cut you off, we'll go right back. Aloha from Hawaii.
Hawaii, damn.
And then just drink here and there. He's talking about drinking, and then school sucks.
Yeah.
How long did you take? Do you still have to do 4 years?
I did just the 3 years because I transferred from beginning of my sophomore year. So
Yeah.
Yeah, sophomore, junior, senior, done.
Wow, no freshman.
Well, I did freshman at.
Oh,
I didn't have to repeat there.
Oh, nice. Do you have a high school diploma? Or
Yes, I do.
They
Just-
give you it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like
solid.
normal, like everyone else's.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Cool.
Hell yeah. Nice.
I guess me now. How did I get through school? Middle school, I got through it from like fighting and then just being a recluse too, kind of keeping to myself. I had some laughs with some people though. But then high school, I got through it because of skating, because I was skating, and I just knew I had to work, and like I would try to find one or two people that I could like kick it with, you know. Try to keep out of the bullshit, you know. And then I had to go back. I told this on the podcast before, but I had to go back because I didn't have enough days to graduate because I kept missing school because I was off on skateboarding shit, like doing stuff like that. So I had to take an extra class in the summer, and I took typing. And Brandon Westgate's dad was in my class, like this.
No way.
Like
He was
Grandpa,
the teacher?
Grandpa Westgate. No, he was the student.
Oh, what?
I was the master. I was typing circles around his ass. He was typing
That's so
away,
funny.
trying to figure it out, bro. I was like, I picked this class because I enjoy this. And he was the man. I didn't even know it was his dad then. So funny. Then after, I was like, dude, your dad's in my typing class.
Crazy.
He's the man. Connecticut has the worst schooling systems for real. That's what Quinn said. McGregor. Bummer, bro. Bummer. There's a lot of school systems that are crazy right now, man, for sure. I just like did the work. I didn't feel like in school. I felt like if you apply yourself, you can do it. You know what I mean? But some people just really apply themselves, and then other people don't try at all.
Yeah.
You know, I was in the middle. It's like I'll do just enough
Mm-hmm.
so I can go skate and get through this day without like. I wasn't like super excited about doing schoolwork.
Yeah, no.
I was more excited about skateboarding. Someone took away message retracted. Quinn took one away on YouTube.
That's funny. I didn't know you could do that.
Wonder. Someone shout out the locking at the third layer out there. Dudes crush it. Park's sick. Definitely want to go out there. Shout out Steve Nasser too. Familia Skate Shop. The Midwest is sick, dude. You ever been out to?
Nah.
Dude, we should go.
I've never been
Yeah,
like
Cody
anywhere near
Davis
there.
too. Shout out Cody Davis. Third
Oh,
layer.
favorites.
Kids nonstop. What about school for you?
Uh,
How'd you get through high school, and was it a challenge?
listen,
Wait, let me finish. It wasn't really challenging, and that was the problem with school. It was just like work for the sake of work. Skateboarding was way more challenging, but I got through it just through like applying myself enough to go do things that were more challenging
Yeah.
instead of just like wasting time. I feel like you're wasting time sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right. How did you get through high school, and was it challenging? KK.
Just kind of did it.
Yeah.
Just went.
What kind
It
of
was
grades?
simple.
Don't lie. What kind of grades?
I had all right
F.
grades. I had already
F.
like A through C.
F minus.
I wouldn't really get below
So-
C's in high school. Changed
Wait,
in
say it again?
college, but in high school I wouldn't really get like below C's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah, not bad.
Interesting. Yeah, I could get C's if I tried. If I like applied
Yeah.
myself for like a little bit.
Yeah, but same thing. I think just knowing you can go skate after is like just makes like the day like so much easier. Or, like do something fun. I don't know though, because I know like around my sophomore year is when I started working. I worked my first job was at a restaurant, and I remember like that whole year just hating like the fact that I have to go to school. Then like an hour later, I'm going to work till like 10 o'clock.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So that was tough getting used to. Like
Yeah.
the
All your time.
I guess the
sucked away.
motivation was the people I worked with.
Yeah.
At that job, because some of them were very out there, and I was like, "You do nothing with yourself. This is who you're gonna be." That's this.
Yeah.
Some of those people I worked with though were just freaks.
Some people are freaks, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I wouldn't say it was super challenging. It was kind of difficult mentally because I feel like any skateboarder would rather just be skating. But
Yeah. Skateboarding is way more.
it was kind of
complex
put in my
than,
head
like,
early.
schoolwork,
I feel like my
think.
parents really early on put the idea of college in my head, so I always like looked at high school as just like the first checkpoint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd always just kind of been brought up with like that's like what you do. Honestly, until like 7th grade, I didn't know it was like a choice.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was like something you go to after high school. I didn't know like you can elect if you want to go or not. Like yeah, like so that was kind of like the mentality I was brought up in.
Yeah.
Yeah. They actually converted my kindergarten into a community college, like my junior year of high school, and then once that happened, it was like anytime there was some sort of seminar at the school,
Yeah.
Massasoit was like right there recruiting everybody.
Really?
Yeah, but
That's
it,
so crazy.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I feel weird about it. Community college because I feel like it kind of just it's personally set me back a little bit. Like
Community
like a full
college,
semester. Yeah. If I just went to a regular college right out of the gate, I would have I would have spent a little bit more money, but I wouldn't be a semester past where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like it was like weird. Like the whole like transfer credit.
Yeah,
They were
dude,
pretty
right.
unclear, like right out of the gate, like what, like they told me, I was under the impression when I started there that I could go there and if I got like above a 3.0 GPA, I could transfer my sophomore year and they would, I'd only have to pay like general, what's the word for it? Yeah, but not, because that was the whole thing, they cut the tuition fee.
Okay.
But they like make it out like you're gonna be going and saving all this money and don't tell you the tuition fee is like $700 off of
Yeah.
like a 12 grand bill.
Yeah.
So it's like I
Yeah,
could have
you
just
go.
gone here right out of the gate, been in college for a lot less time, and like yeah.
Yeah.
So and now every time I talk to someone that's like in that stage of like going to a community college or like in high school, I try to like give my own input. Like, listen, like you can save a little money, but
Yeah.
I'd calculate your exact figures
Yeah.
because
Because your time is your money. and
Right.
It's your time. you know?
right, and you don't want to exactly. It's like I don't know. If you end up past a semester, did you really do a semester worth of time?
Yeah, the structure of school is good, I guess, because it keeps. When I was younger, I just like you just want to be in control of your time, and you gotta go do
Yeah.
these things, and like you might not be interested in them. Like the structure of school is good. Schooling got crazy when they just turned it into business more than education. you know?
Right.
And that's like that's what happens a lot in America. It seems like time is money, but time can't be worth more than a human.
Right,
you
and
know?
now they're getting to the
I mean,
point-
money can't be worth
They're
more
just
than a human.
rearranging math at this point. Though.
Money
They're not
can't
showing like students beneficial life skills, like opening
Yeah.
a bank account, like
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
dude,
That
I
like
was just
people that
talking
wouldn't
about
have like guides in their life to show them how to do that.
Yeah.
They'll never learn because it's like why wouldn't you be taught that in your school?
In
Or, like
it's
applying
crazy-
for an investment applying for a loan or investing your money. Like there's so many different things that
For
like
real.
they try to act like they teach you at school, but do not at all.
Yeah, dude, that's the problem with education is they lusted after money more
Right.
than educating people, and then that's what screwed them, you know.
Yeah.
There's only like so many people like it's insane because you can like self-educate
Right,
if you
right,
want
just
to
with
keep
Google.
going. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like some people only get educated because they're forced to go to school.
Right.
You shouldn't be forced to you should have a spark or an interest in it. But I get with school they try to get you to do it all and they're like regimenting your whole time and then you have to work after.
Yeah, that's what's
Fucking-
weird. Thing
Yeah.
for 4 years that you didn't have to, that you paid money and did. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's more. I feel like what it is, but that's so messed up to make it like to set that as the standard. You know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, so yeah, pay like X thousands of dollars, like so you can achieve this piece of paper that shows you're a committed person. What says if I graduated high school and worked the same job for 4 years, why don't I get a degree for that? Like, I showed that I dedicated myself to this institution for 4 years. I progressed, I grew, I helped them out in the process.
What happens when the robots take those jobs?
Right.
Same with your degrees. The degrees, after a while, schools were just selling the prestige, you know?
Right,
It's
and
like,
there's so many different, that's another thing that they're not telling you is the jobs that are going to be replaced by AI. I feel like that, as a college student, is something I should be told while I'm there. Like, I see plenty of people. Now that I'm learning more, listening to, like, different podcasts about AI and stuff like that, I find that people pay no attention to the fact that that is a very realistic possibility. Like, this degree you're about to spend thousands of dollars achieving is going to be replaced by artificial intelligence inevitably.
If we're lucky. Because machines can do certain things better than humans, like boring, repetitive, adding numbers. Like, they can do things like that easy. You know? Whereas a human's more creative. You're a vibration almost. You know? Or I am anyways. I try to contain, like, you know, when you slow down is the problem. Like, a lot of us are just creative and have energy and need to express it, you know? And like, there's so many cool ways to do it, you know? Trying to contain that to get someone to pay attention to educate them is probably hard. But dude, it shouldn't cost that much either. It's like you'd want people educated. If you're lucky, the humans on Earth or just in our own state or city, if the more they have access to information and structures, I know it takes time. You got to pay those people and stuff, but like it got crazy for like college, right? There's so many people in debt, and like it's just too much, man. And that takes their time.
Even just the general things there, like to pay $15 to park my car.
Well, everything costs
paying thousands of dollars to attend, though.
I know, but there's a stipulation.
I should get food for free. Nope.
Cramming your face.
Nothing. They are milking every last dollar out of it. I'm surprised they don't make me pay for the shuttle bus from the parking lot to the campus.
But it becomes a business. That's what I'm saying. There's a fine line because people have to get paid for their services and to have all that stuff. Everyone has to get paid and earn a living to do that. But it's just like I feel like they promise people such education, even though these people weren't seeking it and like or just like selling the prestige or whatever went wrong where it got so far away from just being learning. You know, like.
I see a lot of people that just like kind of cheat too.
Oh yeah.
Like not to be that guy, but like I'll look over sometimes and people are like, dude, there's like this online thing. You can sign up and become a member of it, and you literally get access to, I mean, seriously anything you get assigned by a teacher, you will find the answer to that question on this website. And dude, like it's ridiculous. So many people like in my school have like a membership to it. But I just look at that as like, so you're going to college to learn how to copy and paste information.
Like, you're learning how to
you're literally removing the benefit of being here, so you're just paying to go to a place, copy and paste stuff for 8 hours, and gain nothing, and then get a degree, and then you're going to enter the job field not knowing shit. You're going to enter it knowing how to copy and paste and Google shit.
You should go to, it's almost like learning how to pump a mini ramp from the bottom up. So you learn how to work and pump it and learn how to get your sea legs in balance. And then if you want to pursue it, you pursue it. Instead of the opposite way where they're like, just drop in. Just drop in.
Oh, you never stepped on a board before? Drop in.
You can't even ride it up the ramp. You've never even gone up it to fakie and you want to go down it super fast. Like, you just eat shit, you know? Like, they sold the prestige of it. It's like everyone thought they deserved to get educated. And they just were trying to figure out how to cheat. Like, that happens too, you know?
Seriously, though. But you can pick your battles.
Not all schools. This can't be all schools either. It's probably just
I'm talking just what I've experienced so far personally. But I know, like, there's, like, some classes I have to take that I'm like, this is bullcrap. Like, I'm never going to use this in my life, so I have no problem Googling 1,000 articles to get done what I need to get done. But, like, the majority of people are like, dude, seriously, just surfing through. Like, I think some of these people are gonna get the degree and like not even know what the major that they just got the degree in is. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that bad. Like, like, yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I got a degree. What's it for? I'm not sure. Like, literally that bad. That's kind of how I was when I started in Massasoit. I was just like tossed into the mix. I was just like, I know I kind of wanted to do this, so I'm gonna feel it out. And then like, you have to put together all these like other things. I don't know. It's weird.
I never continued with school because one, I just went off skating. I literally had cool opportunities with that, and that just took me away, which was amazing. But also, I just didn't want to pay for something I didn't see it. Like, I wasn't engaged with it. Like, I didn't have any interest. Like, no teachers ever got me inspired about being a scientist or like. And I had emotional issues too. But I liked the counselors. I always liked the therapists and the counselors and people like that. They were cool. Like, hung out with them and dealt with that. And some kids were always cool, man. A lot of it was like psychology for me, especially in high school. Middle school, because I was like so off balanced and fucked up. I was just like on the edge of my emotions on everything, and kids are kind of like, especially if they're like they're comfy and like they can get like, some kids can get so ruthless just because there's no real consequences for them, you know. Whereas like for me, I was always checking myself and trying not to be rude and trying not to like, because didn't want to ruin someone's day, you know. I knew what impact I could have, because I was living in some crazy situations, you know, like just getting through the day is important, you know what I mean? Without having a bad day. That was like a goal of mine. And in school, kids can just like, could be like ruthless, because they just don't know. And sometimes they don't even know they're doing it. They're just ruthless. No adults check them, like savages. You ever seen that movie with all the kids on the island and they basically have to like compete and they like kill each other and shit?
Oh.
Wish I could remember the name.
I did see a Jimmy Neutron movie when I was younger.
Not quite like that.
Parents got sent to another planet, so the planet was only children left, and that wasn't good.
If someone remembers the movie I'm talking about, wait, hold on. Will there be a summer lock-in? Quinn McGregor is talking about Skater's Edge. There probably will be. Yeah. There's going to be a lock-in this Friday. If you're 17 and under, come to Skater's Edge. We're going to be locked in. If you're a skateboarder and you're 17 and under, I'll be there. I'll have my cameras, and we'll make a sick edit. It's from 9 p.m. at night to 9 a.m. If you fall asleep, I am finding the thickest marker I can find, and I'm drawing something on your face and filming it. Okay. Fair warning. 17 and under, though. That's coming up Friday. And then we'll probably do a summer one as well. My school doesn't let me bring my board. Doesn't make sense. You ever have issues?
I used to have to keep it
up. That was good.
Really? Never had issues?
No.
Because you went to the other school, alternative school?
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, this is a cool thing.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
engaged. He likes it.
Yeah.
They're not just like, shit, sit down. Here's your fucking shitty meal. What the fuck am I getting paid? Pennies to be here? There's 40 kids. I'm stressed out. Scraping by. And they're like, they couldn't even follow their career. Like they're like, fuck, I'm stuck in this. Like, no, I don't know. I only met a few good teachers in high school. I'm not gonna lie, they weren't bad. Like none of them were bad, but none were like really. It wasn't the situation. The structure wasn't set up for it to be the way it was. It was too many people, and it was just like kids are hard to deal with. Not everyone's there to learn.
Mm-hmm.
People do dumb shit.
With that school, I mean, did they let you carry your board like around on you?
Yeah.
That's so
I
crazy to me.
Like on your back, like strapped to you, like
whatever. I just set it down. And
I feel like my high school would have acted like that's like walking around with a baseball bat, like literally. Like if you had your board and wanted to bring it in, you'd have to check it in at the office and like get this little ticket, and then like you go back at the end of the day and like show them like, yes, this is mine, take it back, and then you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You
used
could
to
not
like,
carry it on you.
skate like flat ground at lunch, like on the lunch patio, and
What?
we'd eventually like. The
That's
security go me, Eli went there too.
Shout out Eli.
And some other kids are like kind of into skating, but
Lord of the Flies is the movie. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's funny. Dude, such a crazy movie.
Yeah, I mean, like we knew we weren't supposed to, and they kind of let it happen for like 10 minutes, maybe 5.
Oh, that's
so
like, funny.
All right, like just eat again.
One more tray flip and then let's go.
Yeah,
like, come on, you're gonna break your arm.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I've like always been able to like charm my way into bringing my board everywhere, but I definitely had some dick people in school that were like, just assume the worst of you.
Yeah.
No, I was using it as transportation and escape.
Right.
Definitely wasn't a punk or anything.
Yeah.
Wasn't trying to be. Eli Reed, no. Eli, what's Eli's last name?
Bunton.
Bunton, that's right.
Bunyan.
Yeah, I like that. Eli Rips. Is that his Instagram? Eli Bunton.
Elijah.Bunton.
Nice.
Yeah.
Check it out. He rips for sure. And he like builds on ramps, right? He like
Yeah.
builds ramps.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, works at
That's
skate parks, dude. That shit looks
Spawn
so
ranch.
sick.
Joe Handy in the building.
What's up?
Who else we got here? Johnny Appleseed said Lord of the Fly. That movie's insane, right? What's up, Brody? Jacob. Yo, shout out everyone skating with snow on the ground. That's a solid
Hasn't
shout
been
out.
easy.
Nah, we just got hit though the last like week with a big storm. Got like a foot or something or whatever, a little under. Yeah,
I'm straight down in Wakefield though.
yeah, cause you're near the ocean.
Yeah, the park's dry pretty much.
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
no.
Dude, there's still
Be
snow
nice.
everywhere here.
Yeah.
Like,
it
dude, it's still
stinks.
piled up so high.
Yeah, I noticed on my way up for
Yeah.
sure. I was like, oh shit.
It's making me want to go venture out. I want to go to Red Alert and I want to go to
Ooh,
Logic.
I haven't been to Red Alert
What's
in a
Logic?
while.
I think it's in Connecticut. Someone
Is
was
it a new park or
no,
shop?
it's been around for a while. They sell boards there too, but it's definitely a skate park, and I'm pretty sure it's in Connecticut. Look it up, KK.
Logic?
Logic.
Is
type
it
in
just
Logic.
spelled like regular Logic?
No,
I've heard
K,
of, like,
K at the end.
Second
Okay.
picture, but not Logic.
Ooh, we should go there too.
Yeah.
That's
I was
Brian
actually just
Brown
talking
and
about
Doug
that
Brown, I
with
think.
Bart the
Oh,
other
no
day,
way.
and we thought it was so much closer.
It's like
It's
6
like
hours.
3 hours and
Oh,
40
3
minutes
hours.
from
Oh,
here, yeah.
Dude, 3 hours nothing, bro. That park's probably so sick.
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh, it's
everything was
Maine.
separate.
It looks like it says Sanford, Maine.
Oh, Maine. Alright,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay, so that's
Because
where
it's
Logic
further
skate
out.
shop's
Than,
at.
yeah, it's a little further out. That's why I've never been there.
That'd be fun to go to, though.
Did they have a website or maybe just some
Yeah,
pictures of ramps?
that
you
was
could
just
see?
from their Facebook. Shout out Logic, keeping the Maine people alive in the snow. I'm surprised Maine doesn't have like 50,000 indoor parks.
Yeah.
Well, they probably don't have a ton of skateboarders, but
Yeah, I don't know. I know that Portland has a skate scene, and I know that
definitely
Rob
Portland.
has
yeah,
Rob stock
he's
up there.
got one hell of a skate scene over there.
Lewiston.
crazy. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Lewiston's park. That Lewiston park was so sick.
But it takes a lot of
Really?
people to sustain an indoor skate park. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
It takes someone who can actually run a business, and like it takes people to like pay. You
Yeah.
know, like
Mm.
not everyone wants to pay to skate. I get that. That's a conflict to people, you know. But
Yeah.
for an indoor park, it's like it's a struggle because summers are empty, bro. There's so many places to skate, you know, outside, and it's like you don't have to pay, and it's you know.
Yeah.
So it's like winter times when you have to like generate some business, you know.
I've heard of Bath, Joey. That's sick.
Shout out Joey. Evan's got you right there. Joey, you're flooding right now. You're flooding. I've been talking to Joey all day, DM style. He just needs Joey. You need to get a mini ramp. You need to get like a backside. No, you need to do a backside heel flip for sure,
Yeah.
and then maybe a frontside 270, and you'll be happy, bro. Yeah, we're okay. So let's make sure we got these. High school's done, right? We're done with that one. Dude, we only did one question? Are you kidding me?
That
Here's one.
happens.
This is a perfect question. A good segue to what I was just talking about. How in the summer, there's tons of places to skate. Best East Coast city for skateboarding. Could be a good podcast debate. LOL. Do you have a preference of
Yeah.
cities you've skated?
Probably as far as like convenience and just the amount of stuff I've gotten there, just Providence.
Ooh, Providence is
Yeah.
sick.
I love
Nice.
Prov. It's just so much easier when you're more local to it and like you just know your way around, you know? Like I've been in New York and Boston, not really Boston much, but regardless, it's just like you just have that advantage, you know, when you know other people that know spots and it's just
Yeah.
like
Hell yeah.
when something-
Providence is easier to drive around too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like
Yeah.
in the city, it's like in Boston, you get in there and it's just like
Basically impossible.
you don't even want to really go to the heart of the city all the time.
Oh,
either,
yeah.
But like you're still just getting crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Providence, you can cruise around the whole city and like
Mhm.
pretty easy back
Yeah.
and forth. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. What about you?
Providence.
Yeah.
Best city.
All right, I'm gonna switch it up then. Although I don't know if I was gonna say Providence or not, but Providence definitely is an amazing city to skate because I've filmed a lot there in my life. Boston's sick, but I'm gonna go more obscure. Like somewhere I go when I just like need to skate and have a fun day is New Bedford.
Yeah.
I go there because I can bomb Union Street and it's always sketchy fun. And then you get to the bottom, there's all the boats and that metal grind, and there's stuff to skate down there. and then you can like work your way back up the hill, and then you can hit Solstice. There's a skate shop right there. My homie Roger has a record shop down there, Purchase Street Records. Craig Paiva, shout out from No Problemo, has the Mexican food. There's some art studios and just like cobblestone, and then there's street spots in New Bedford.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're sick.
yeah.
New Bedford's
Skated
awesome.
there a lot too. Yeah, it's clutch. Shout out New Bedford. You got a pen? Intern us up one or employ us one. What? It's a work day.
Oh, hold up.
Find one real quick. I want to cross some of these off. We'll get to the next one. You're back in Providence though? I mean, you're not on the mic anymore, but head out there. Just grab one.
Word.
I feel like I need a pen.
But yeah, I'm back Providence all day.
Alright, sick.
And Philly.
Alright, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to Philly when he gets back. But he's getting a pen right now because we definitely need a pen.
Yeah.
What's your next skate trip? And would you come out to an event in Amsterdam, NY to chill with a bunch of cool dudes and watch people skate like hell? I'm gonna get to that in a second. That's the homie. It doesn't have his name, but I have to look it up. But we skated with him. He skated New England and he rips. I think I definitely would, man. The next skate trip, I don't know. Someone invite us to Hawaii. Just saying.
No way.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Oh,
That'd be so rad.
who?
Dude, imagine
the
DIY
homie that
spot.
has a shop out there.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
See that
would be
loop?
Amazing.
What's that?
Oh, that
That
thing's in
loop?
Hawaii?
Yeah.
Kevin got loop eyes right
Yeah.
there. Did you see him?
Dude, Sean Hill did it switch frontside.
Wow.
Kevin got a
Did
skate.
switch frontside loop.
Kevin got a little skate boner next to him.
Dude, it's so hard. That
Oh.
looks so cool.
Yeah, someone invite us out there. So if we can find a way, that would be amazing. Philly.
Oh yeah, Philly's just so fun.
Yeah.
I just love how renegade it is. I remember we were at Muni
Yeah.
and I believe it was Brian Panabianco. He was there with a couple people,
Nice.
and they went and straight up propped up one of the concrete blocks. Like in the plaza's all set on these concrete blocks. They popped one up in front of like one of the statues there. I think it's like the statue of like a wheelbarrow.
Nice.
And I think someone was trying to like tray flip over it, I want to say, or something. And then the cops come and everyone just like scatters and they just leave the thing. And so like we went across the street. We were just sitting there for like 20 minutes watching the cops trying to be like, wait, how do we put this back down? Like,
We're in
like
trouble.
this concrete block's propped up. How did they get it up? This thing weighs like 1,000 pounds.
The cops had no clue.
Yeah. I guess they have this whole like thing. They have like a crowbar hidden somewhere, and then you can
Wow.
find that, prop it up.
Ooh.
They keep a piece to put under the block in a different section. Dude, it's like a treasure map.
That's
The whole
fucking
city's
awesome.
like got stuff like that. It's so great.
Hell yeah.
And we use like this app to get around, which feels wrong, but we still did. And
It
skated.
feels
It does. It
wrong.
feels kind of wrong. Like going there with no tour guide and just like relying on an app to like. But rather than like going to like a skate park and meeting someone that could take us around, you know what I mean? But
I mean, I don't mind having a tour guide.
yeah, I think
I just like-
that's the way to experience the cities with someone that's from there, so they can show you what's up. you
Yeah,
know?
but even an app as a tour guide to me, if it's got good stuff,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
had
care.
everything, dude. We
Yeah.
hit like all the gems.
The only problem is like if those tend to only have like certain spots you don't actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Things change all the time. Yeah, those things have
Right,
to
you
be
get a
updated.
picture of something, then you go to the address, and it's like skate stopped and like bashed in with a hammer
Yeah.
or something. It's like, okay, well, this was clearly updated like 4 years ago.
Here's a question: is there a Tinder out there for skateboarding only? A specific.
Oh my
There's an
God.
Instagram page that posts posts people's profile pictures from Tinder that have famous skate spots in the background.
Oh,
yeah, famous skate spots.
That's
I came
awesome.
across that not that long ago. I thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious. I saw one that was like this chick sitting on like that like crazy like keyboard looking mani pad that Evan
Nice.
Smith did that trick
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Do you get a double?
Like Manny kick nose maybe or something like that.
Do you get
Yeah.
a double boner from looking at
Dude.
that? You get the skate boner and then like the
Yeah,
other
that's what their page is going for.
They're like, we got him.
Dude, it's so funny. I thought that was such a funny idea though.
Oh shit. Yeah, Philly's sick. I've been there. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then DC was wild.
I haven't been there.
I did go skateboarding day one time in DC. It was insane. There was like hundreds of people just all downtown and mobbing from block to block. So many skateboarders. It was an already chaotic day. Cops are chasing skateboarders around and tackling them and stuff because they're on like government
That
property.
sounds amazing.
And it's like anarchist kind of.
Yeah,
like it was like
exactly.
fun and controlled chaos, and the people running it, it was like gnarly. There was one point where we had like 200 people, just all ages, little kids, going for it on a flat bar in like a abandoned gas station in the middle of DC. Like just like in the cars are getting stopped and shit because skaters are kickflipping everywhere and they're giving out free shit, and it's like,
That's so sick.
and it moved around all downtown. So like I was skated through there and I'm looking down every alleyway and there's sessions going on.
That's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
everyone goes down to certain plazas and shit. They literally take over the whole downtown of DC and it's kind of chaos.
Wow.
People are getting arrested and
That's
shit.
so sick.
It was
Yeah,
really.
that sounds awesome.
I got lost that day in the city. That was a wild one. There's actually an article out there, I think.
Of the event?
Yeah, it's on Ride Channel. It's
What
I
is
think I
it?
have clips in it.
I wonder if there's like a photo or
Washington
something.
D.C. Go Skate Day Shetler. You can probably find it.
I wonder if there's
The
like a
homie
photo.
Here, let me read some.
I thought
real
this was
quick.
funny, yeah.
Let's go back up to the top. Joey said Bath, Maine, Providence, Boston. Yeah, Providence has always been good for skating. John Appleseed, Ryan Orlando. You guys would love skating downtown Minneapolis. I've been there and it is amazing. I actually went to a bunch of spots and it is way sick. It reminded me of Boston a little bit. Montreal, Joe Handy said, I'd go up to Canada.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
That'd be so fun.
All day Montreal and Boston are the best. Joe Slack said Philly has some crusty spots, but always fun to skate.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely some crust. Let's see. Thanks guys for the. This is dope. Love the feedback. App going to put out a bad spot. Maybe.
That's what I thought was funny.
Crazy hood.
Yeah, dude, because that's exactly what happened to us.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, well, no, the app that we used though had
Hood factor.
yeah, it had
Nice.
the bust factor and hood factor, and so like if
Those
it
were
was
the
like
best
really
spots,
hot
what do
with
you
cop
mean?
kickouts, it would have like 5 badges, and then if it was like really like bad area, it would have 5 guns. Yeah, it's like little gun icon.
I always end up in the project skating. There's some of the best spots there.
Literally
It's
the best
true,
spots.
man.
Oh my god, here it is. I just found that thing you were talking about.
Dude, hundreds of people. Yeah, dude.
Look at
Palace,
that.
shout out Palace 5. The kids were banging on the door of the skate shop, and the guy
I didn't
got
realize
pissed
skating
off.
was this big in DC. Damn.
They were like riding at the skate shop. It was insane. I was like, shit got taken.
They're
so far.
sketching an SUV. Someone's like riding out of the
Dude.
sunroof.
But it was super fun.
There's so many little kids.
Right?
Dude, it was insane. I'm saying, like,
Dang.
flat bar 200 kids
Oh
in the
my
middle of
Lord.
DC in a gas station.
I didn't realize Washington had such a fat skate community.
No, I-
dude. That's
I re-
tight.
Yeah, that is amazing, and I think people just came too from all
Yeah,
over.
true.
They
Yeah,
get-
it looked like when I googled it, it said it
American
seems like a
flag.
thing they try to get popping every year.
It's sick. This kid's right.
This spot looks really fun. What's this place called?
Pulaski? Is it? No,
Freedom
Freedom Plaza?
Freedom Plaza.
Yeah, sorry.
I want to skate there really bad.
Yeah, it was super
Place is
sick.
so
Good
fun.
flat ground, too. Hold on to your hats around Boston. It's kind of totally against it, lol. Yeah, Boston, I've dealt with some cops. They're fucking some dicks for sure. Rhode Island gang. I'm
Hey.
showing out state homies around Minneapolis. I love showing out of state homies around Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. I want to go to St. Paul, dude. And look at that's your boy. That's me.
Oh shit!
I don't know. I think it was just a 180. I got some clips.
Hey,
though.
with the
Got,
world
like, a
shirt.
tray flip. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, this was a world trip actually.
dude, that's so tight.
I got the All I Need hat too.
I think that's
Yeah.
funny. All the old world stuff you're constantly plugging all I need, like in
Yeah.
your ads.
I
where you're
started.
all I need shirt and
I
shit.
started All I Need when I was riding for World. It was
Yeah.
just T-shirts, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was just sparked. Well, when I was riding for Zoo, actually, is when initially, like, right then, and then all through World, I was like, yeah, this is, like, what I'm working on. And they were so cool, my homie RP. Shout out, homie. Yeah, DC's sick as hell.
Yeah, that looks fun.
Alright, we nailed that, right? What's your favorite part about East Coast skateboarding? What do you think? Think about
Just
that.
like that street cred, you know? Like, it's just so much more respectable to get something on like an 11 stair handrail here, you know, compared to 11-star handrail in Cali.
Yeah. I like this.
Yeah, assuming
this
that
area.
it's like not like perfect concrete run up and stuff.
Yeah, but those are
Crusty,
few and far
right.
between, and they don't last long because of the
Yeah.
weather. You know, like you catch a good spot, and then for whatever reason they don't last. You know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You can just tell it's East Coast when you see it for the most part, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm not mad at it. I like the crust. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of really want to be out there, and there's so much nooks and crannies. I mean, Cali has some sick shit like that too, but it was like you go to Cali and it's just like so oversaturated, whereas like in the spots are repetitive to some degree. But you gotta like, but there's some cities in Cali like you can find like crazy little spots. Like,
Also, that it's not like every spot isn't blown up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The
Yeah.
fact you can go out here to a spot that is sick that has literally never been skated.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
That will
nice.
not happen on the West Coast.
Like you can find a lot of spots.
Yeah.
If you just drive around.
Right,
you'll
or
find
a
those
lot of
spots.
times too, you'll get a trick on something and be like the only one to hit it or something.
Yeah.
It's like that
True.
does not happen. I feel
No.
like in a lot of other places, especially the West Coast. I see a random spot that looks horrible
Yeah.
in a video, and then 20 other people in other video parts like seem to just get a trick on it because someone else got a trick on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas over here, you can just like go into any small town that no one's explored because.
Yeah.
I don't know. The first time I left Massachusetts, I realized how much in the woods we live in. So I think like that's what the benefit of the East Coast is everything's so tucked away that you have to
Yeah,
like really
for
make
sure.
a point to like go find some shit if you want to
Yeah.
find something crazy
Mhm.
to skate, and then the next person that will do that is gonna be so far away from it. Like I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's wild, man.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about East Coast skateboarding? Yeah, I agree with both you guys. You guys killed that one. I think it's awesome just because I'm from here, one, and to me, I'm like proud to be from here. And I even moved to Cali for 2 years, and I came back by choice because I'm excited to, because I just missed the spots, missed the people, missed the challenge. I was like, the best part about East Coast skateboarding is the people for sure, even if they're assholes. Shout out to all the assholes, massholes out there.
Got a lot of
Choo,
assholes.
choo, 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 choo. I'm pointing at you, choo, and myself. Yeah, man. Done. Shall we keep going?
The sound of hard wheels on winter salted pitted ground.
Nailed it right there.
Thank you, Johnny Appleseed.
Fuck yeah.
Shift Sauce said, "Yo, tell Evan." Joey said, "What up?"
What's
Choo,
up,
choo, choo,
Joey?
choo, choo. Nice. Oh, I wanted to ask Evan something. Did you ever have any like bad head injuries?
Yeah,
Did.
in like middle school.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, explain.
Um,
Skating?
yeah, kinda. Just like a culmination of things. Like, I hit my head snowboarding, and like,
What happened snowboarding?
I just like totally fucked up a jump, and just like, you know,
It happens.
it
I
happens,
don't know.
type of thing.
Catch
Yeah,
an
really
edge or
snow.
something.
My heels like
So bad.
slipped out from under me at the
Oh.
lip, so like I was flat on my back in the air, and I like couldn't
Oh,
do anything about
Kid
it.
was
man.
turtling out there. On his
So
back.
like,
Ugh.
I don't know, kind of went like undiagnosed type of thing, and then I played soccer at the time, so I
You
was
smacked
like,
your head really hard snowboarding though. Did you see
Yeah.
black lights and like what happens when you hit your head
Um,
super hard?
I kind of just for a second it was like black, and then I went inside and I thought I was fine, but everyone was like, "Yo, you look like
Did you
you're."
throw up?
No, I didn't.
Huh.
I don't know,
They're
it
like
was
your
weird.
pupils are all dilated.
Yeah,
all
they're
over.
like,
probably
you
like
look
turning
okay.
yellow or something.
Yeah.
type of thing. So it kind of went like undiagnosed, I guess. Like,
What's the symptoms? What are you feeling?
oh man, just like really like for me, I was just always really tired and felt like foggy, you know, because
Huh.
like
Yes, I know.
yeah, I like kept playing soccer through it too, because like I don't think it like I rested long enough or some shit. Like they didn't think it was that bad of a concussion.
Concussions take so long to heal. Like you
Yeah.
literally, it's like picture a knee injury because you
Yeah,
always
right.
use your knee.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like your head, you're always moving your head.
Yeah, like
And it's like floating.
24/7.
Yeah, and
It's
once you
crazy.
disrupt it, like it's
Mm.
it's like an egg, fragile egg. So
Yeah.
it takes so long. I bet.
Yeah, totally.
I'm guessing. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, no, it's like definitely hard.
I've
to
heard
heal.
cases where people have to recover in like a dark room because even
Yeah.
just using your senses will slow like the progress of a healing, or just hurt. Like having a light next to you will just hurt your eyes and your
Yeah.
head.
Both these sound like vertigo. Same
Yeah,
shit.
oh.
Used to have
Where you're
that,
just
yeah.
exhausted, headaches,
Mhm.
like light, like just yeah.
Just feel like
What-
fucked up.
What happened in soccer?
Soccer. So like, you obviously like head the ball and stuff. So we're there like practicing headers and shit, and like I probably like wasn't.
Headers are
healed,
this, right?
So, yeah.
Soccer.
So that just like added on, like,
Yeah.
and it just a clouded mess for like probably like just most of like 8th grade, you know, because I
Wow.
never like.
Like a whole year of just floating out in clouds.
Yeah, it totally was
Ooh.
whack.
Yeah. You probably
Sucked
felt
for
like a
sure.
zombie, huh?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like missing math school and shit, just cause like,
Damn.
yeah, I don't know, it just like, there was never like after the first thing snowboarding, like a set, like, okay, I'm better.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of like, oh, like rest for 2 or 3 days, and then like I felt fine for a few weeks, and I was like, whoa, like, I
Yeah.
don't know what's up right now.
You almost have to go to like someone that like is
Yeah.
a sports doctor, so
Yeah,
they can.
for sure.
There's those people gotta exist, you know, or
Yeah,
like they can
totally.
walk you through it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go to like a normal doctor, they might just try to give you some
Right.
crazy shit and just
Yeah.
like walk it off or something. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
You don't know, either extremes.
Mm.
So where do we go from what soccer? You like to
Yeah.
headbutt the ball?
Yeah.
Sick. Dude, that was always fun to try. Where do you go after soccer? Like, how do you beat it?
Just like time, you know?
Yeah.
Just like I think I chilled for like a month or something and just didn't really do a lot.
Yeah.
And then just like started skating again.
Just rest.
Yeah.
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 What do you remember the day when you're like it's gone? Do you remember the day, like what showed you it was gone? Or do you remember that session where you're like, I
Probably.
can skate again?
Probably it was hard too, because like I was really like, I don't know, even if I was better and I like got tired, like being normal tired, I would be like really confused. Like get my like, you know, normal, like I feel like crap, like versus like when I felt like crap when I was like kind of messed up, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it kind of just like after like just a little while, just like getting comfortable again, and it wasn't like a okay I'm better one day thing. I think just like there was like a month or two where I like progressively got better, and then it just like stopped worrying
Yeah.
less and less.
A lot of that is it comes from stress and worry too. Like
Yeah,
it
for sure.
prolongs because you don't know. You have that
Yeah.
uncertainty and frailty, and your brain's
Mhm.
already clouded, and it's that on top of the injury. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
totally.
you don't know when you're healed, and that can drive you insane. You know,
Yeah.
like brutal. Smoking weed helped nip it in the bud for me. Literally. I think I would have had vertigo longer
Yeah.
if I didn't just smoke a little weed. I could have smoked some earlier. I think I still would have had it and it would have been pretty severe, but I feel like if I smoked some weed, if I knew that was an option, a safer like at a certain time, if someone was like, look, after like 3 months you can try smoking a little weed, then my friend was telling me, I didn't think it, I was like, I don't know, and then I just tried it and it helped, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It took the fogginess and just like, I felt like someone, like the
Wow.
clear, I was like HD again. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh, this is me,
That's
you know?
probably amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
best feeling ever because you just feel so dumbed down and
Yep.
like out there
Yeah,
from
sure.
lingering. It's like after like masturbating and you're just like, ugh. Not as good feeling.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
It was said.
Did I offend someone?
Nah.
I hope not.
2019.
Nice. Yeah, I asked you that because Donnie shot. That's a Donnie quote.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Donnie question
Yep.
from a DM. It's been awesome skating with Donnie.
Yeah. dude.
Donnie
That's
Barley.
cool, man.
Dude, East Coast powerhouse. It's been he's been coming out on some sessions,
Yeah,
man.
that's what's up. 45 fucking charging.
Still going, dude.
So sick.
Flicking them out there. Yeah, it's crispy impossible the other day at the Hive skate park in
Yeah, that's a
London.
good one.
Mobile stuff on his board, like kids skating out there. That park is sick, man. All right, next question. Do we make sure we're all caught up here? Should we go into some of this? Hornet Haas, Boston's totally against it. What were we talking about right there?
cities and stuff.
Oh, just skating, right? Sound of wheels, got that. Nothing like slapping the ground with fingerless gloves in 32-degree weather. Yeah,
worse.
dude.
No gloves either.
Ooh. Yeah,
The
I know.
worst.
And then cut your fingers up, blood. You're just like, it's freezing out. Your
Yeah.
blood's freezing. Someone wrote, I usually fart in the shower. Nice, that's a weird confession.
Solid, man.
I do. I've been farting all day. I eat a lot of fruit now. That's my
Fart
thing.
anywhere, bro.
Rabbit diet.
Yeah, just like all day, man. Ryan Orlando says, we're trying to legalize it here in Minnesota. I bet we will have recreational in the next 5 years. Nice. I wanted to say about Minnesota too is I like Brother Ali, so it'd be sick.
Yo.
Oh,
I
is
just
he from
wanna-
Minnesota?
yeah, he's from that area.
that.
Yeah, so like a lot of the stuff in his music, it's like talking about that area, and that makes me want to go there more.
That's sick.
It's pretty cool. Joey's skate podcast. He said, "Funny AF." Nice.
Two.
Choo, 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 choo.
Oh, what? Atmosphere's from there too?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
I knew that because the atmosphere. And
Dude, I jammed
Brother
the
Ali.
Atmosphere a lot, like my freshman year of high school. Yeah, me and all my homies were in there.
I love hip hop.
Yeah.
Dude, sick. And Brother Ali's one of the best
Fuck yeah,
ever,
sick.
hands down. Rhyme sayers, exactly. It's from there.
Tight.
I love hip hop.
Dude, sick.
When done like that, it's epic, man.
Hell yeah.
Life changing for sure. So good, man. Brother Ali's the man, and he's blind, and he's like,
Right.
yeah, he's I believe he's like
He's
albino.
blind too.
He's
Yeah, he's
blind
part-
due to
he's
the
legally-
albino. He's
Wow.
not. He's not fully blind. He's
Yeah.
legally blind.
Legally blind.
Yeah.
I don't think he can drive.
Yeah. No.
That's insane.
Yeah, he says I can't see you with my eyes, so I feel you with my heart.
Yeah.
So he's like,
It's
yeah,
caused by
fucking
being
G.
albino, though.
I think so. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I googled it the other day. That's funny you're
Unbelievable.
talking because I just literally looked this up the other day.
Damn.
But yeah, dude, so good. His music's some of the best hip hop ever.
Yeah.
So sick. All right, epically adjusting. How would 16-year-old you feel about what you're doing today? Woo! You want to go for this one?
I'm pretty hyped.
How old are you now?
22.
So how many years?
5. Wait, no, wait. 6.
6, 4. Yeah, 6. Yeah. Nice.
No, wait. Yeah.
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 Definitely. Dude, we're talking about school
Smushed
and
out, yeah.
everything. You'd be hyped.
Yeah, I'd be pretty hyped.
What were you doing when you were 16? You were in a skate
Just
shop.
skating.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, wanted to skate more. And now I've been skating more.
Fuck
Hopefully
yeah.
we keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back it.
16-year-old me would be mad that I tore my meniscus. But
Dude, such a minor bump in the road though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like pretty much if you skateboard and you take it to a certain level, it's bound to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I've been telling
Yeah.
myself.
So
It's
you
an
did all
inevitable
that
part.
shit at the hive with your
Yeah.
torn?
Yeah.
That's so G.
Yeah, I think it's
Wait,
surgery
one
in
sec.
April.
One sec though. So you just like, what'd they say? Like you went to the doctor and be like, you can still skate because it's already torn.
Yeah,
and
well, he
everything?
told me to just chill. Like, I didn't really tell him I was skating. I was
Yeah.
just more like, fucking, it's
Breaking
already
the law.
ripped, I'll skate.
Yeah.
And I'm already getting surgery, so like, fuck it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Well,
That
that's
works.
that's a gamble for sure because the other half of the story could be that you injure it further because it's already
Yeah,
weak,
yeah.
and then you do something epic.
But I'm also not going
Yeah.
insane.
I mean, you're rolling the dice, yeah. I mean, you're talking to the guy with no ACL.
Yeah.
So I get it.
It's
Totally
weird
get
though
it.
when they break down the procedure to you, because I was like, dude, I did not realize how permanently I had damaged my knee from just like
That
Well,
fucking
not even
tail
falling.
off.
Yeah,
not
but-
even falling.
But don't put permanent on it because there's things they
Well,
can
yeah,
do.
but they might have to remove part of my meniscus.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
That's like the seesaw I'm on is once they cut me open, they can either remove part of the meniscus and it's like a 2 to 3 week recovery. I'm on like crutches for a couple days,
yeah.
or they stitch the meniscus and I can't move my knee for like a really long time until the stitches heal and it's like a 16-week recovery.
Is yours a tear up
But it'll
and
be stronger
Is yours
in
a
the
tear?
future.
Is yours a tear up and down or sideways?
It's like if you look at your knee, it's like kind of like curved. It's like a long.
It's a slice.
Yeah, it's sideways. It's sideways.
Yeah,
it's not
so-
going across.
Yeah, they're either gonna go in and if
Just
it's a-
trim it off or stitch it up.
Yeah, depending on how much is flappy.
Exactly.
Because what happens, dude, I've done it so many times, and
Yeah.
I've rehabbed some of those by myself too.
That's not really.
Just like they got better
Does
somehow.
not feel good.
But dude, it's basically the bushing of your knee.
Yeah.
So when you get a flap, you feel every bit of that.
Yeah,
All
they
the
showed
time.
me the little diagram.
Yeah.
He had this little thing like with all the little rubber pieces. He's like, basically you have a rip right here. And if it gets worse, you can then actually peel it up,
Yeah.
and then you're really fucked.
Well,
Like,
then
he's
what
like
happens?
Going through it all with me.
Yeah, what happens to some people is that flap. What happens is it gets stuck flapped
Yeah.
in the joint, so then it locks up, dude. And you're like, oh my god! And then you have to get it fixed because you can't even.
How
bend your
fucked
knee.
up is that to imagine? Your
Dude.
ligament inside your knee flips over on itself and it's just like, yep, fuck it, I'm here.
Yeah, blown out bushing, bro.
Yeah.
And then you have like general wear and tear just from using your knees. From
Right.
walking, you could have meniscus that
Yeah.
just wear down. Genetics plays a big part in it, you know. But
Yeah.
like, that's why like stretching and learning tricks on the ground and fundamentals and making sure
Yeah.
you're not bailing awkward all the time. You're
Right.
actually learning. That's why going from the bottom up helps instead of just
Sure.
throwing yourself down. But like,
Yeah.
but it's hard, you know. You're excited to learn shit. Your body's crazy, like it's insane. But if you eat healthy, the body can recover.
Right.
What I was trying to say was like, dude, they're gonna send people to Mars, so I think they're gonna figure out how to fix a meniscus. If you hang on, I think you'll be okay. I wouldn't say permanently.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Maybe
There's
the
gonna
only
be an
reason-
advancement,
But the only
like-
reason why you probably couldn't get it now is because you don't have
Yeah.
enough money, so
Right,
that might
right,
make
right.
make you suffer, you know.
It's gotta work its way.
Try
down
our
to
new
us.
golden line
Yeah.
meniscus installed in just 1 hour.
yeah. So, just FYI for the people out there.
Yeah, thanks, Jacob.
What's he
I
saying?
said, hope you heal up good, bro. Jacob
Yeah.
Oliver, shout out, homie.
Bump in the road, Kevin.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You are obsessive compulsive about skateboarding, so like
It's
if
very
anything,
hard.
it's just gonna build it up even more to like
Oh,
where you
yeah.
just have to take some time off. You know, when you take some time off, you get rested, you feel
Yeah,
good,
well, that's
you
what
get
I've been
strong,
using
like-
this as my time to just
Yeah.
progress in other means.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You know, and
Definitely.
even focusing a little harder on school. Been
Yeah.
working on the magazine, stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah, finding other shit to keep myself occupied for the next inevitable injury.
yeah, exactly. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, let me go back to here. Atmospheres from here too. Rhymes, we covered that. I was watching State of Mind yesterday. Hell yeah, shout out. I had a part in that video. Stoked. New York State of Mind, check it out. Me and Brandon also had a welcome to the team clip. Welcome to New York. Anthony Shetler, Brandon Westgate, and Susky was in that too. I'm really stoked on that footage in there. If you guys want to check that out. Let me see. Jacob Oliveira. Can't read today. It's weird.
Oliveira.
Thank you. There's an A at the end. That's Oliveira. Exactly. Sometimes it takes a bit, but your best skateboarding kicks in. I feel that. I don't know what that was referenced to. Do you remember?
No, we missed it.
Sorry, bro. Atmosphere is so sick. First album is a staple. Yeah, hell yeah. JCG, Jacob Oliveira. Hope you heal up good, bro. Yeah, fair enough. You're gonna
Yeah, hell yeah.
bump in the road.
Shoot.
Corey Goonan and Billy Drown both did meniscus too.
In
Got
Florida.
healed, yeah.
That's weird.
Left
yeah,
knee.
in Florida at Tampa Am.
Left knee.
Yeah, left knee. Why'd you say it like
No.
All
that?
three of us have left knee.
Left knee. Yeah, do you all skate the same? Yeah, you're all
Yeah.
goofy.
All
You're
goofy put
goofy.
in all left meniscus.
Oh shit, we're
Wow.
doing math and science
Yeah.
out here.
Goonan
Physics.
actually has like these same exact thing that like happened to me happened to Goonan. He like
Sorry, I didn't
he
mean
had
to-
it injured, got it X-rayed, got told like it was like I think he got told it was his LCL too,
Yeah.
and then waited for it to heal, didn't heal, got an MRI, turned out it was a meniscus tear, and that's the
Yeah.
same exact thing happened to me. I got it
Yeah.
X-rayed, they told me I had a sprained LCL. Waited for the sprain to heal, didn't heal, so I got an MRI. Turns out my meniscus has just been torn this whole time.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah. I don't know why they don't just like MRI it out of the gate. I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell is up with the X-ray, but
People gotta get paid.
X-ray.
yeah,
It's much
that's what my mom told me. She was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
shit, they gotta make some money."
It's much like
That's what they do. Welcome to the medical fucking system.
it's much like the educational system.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Where
say
you have to
that.
pay for knowledge in the medical profession where you have to pay for your life. And it's so expensive, bro. One hospital bill could take a whole family down, and it does probably every day in America. It's the Wild West, bro.
Yeah.
Wild West out there. I wanted to get back to this though before we can keep going though. What do we got? Stepping stone skateboarding is a process. Can't
Definitely
rush
can't
it. I
rush it.
like stepping stones. That's a good way to say that. John Appleseed said, "Yeah, that's Nar. I'm scared
Oh,
of
left-
the injuries." Trump, my love. I voted for the greatest man to ever live, Donald Trump.
Okay.
Is that a plug for him? I don't understand.
He's just plugging.
Nice. They want us to talk about him. I'll say this, man. Let's talk about Donald Trump for a second. I'll say this. I hope that he really helps as many people as he claims to. If you listen to him, and all his decisions pan out to help us. I really hope that he's not a big con man and he's not some ruthless business person that would do and say for money over human lives. I don't fucking know. But I really hope, for all our sakes, that Trump is the genius that some people claim him to be. Prove me wrong, bro. Prove me wrong.
This is Anthony Shetler.
Sign
I
off.
approve this message.
Just saying, bro. Like, come on, man. Usually, if people are promising you everything, they're just selling you something, and they're getting it. They're taking advantage of someone for some sake, you know. Business gets ruthless in America. Capitalism can be super ruthless. I'm not saying there's a better way, but I'm just saying that, like, even our politics, it's insane, man. Money is worth more than a piece of penny is worth. That's why I get so pissed when you walk around and you see people not even picking up pennies. Sometimes I point it out to people and they're like even
Dude,
kids,
I do it
even
so
kids,
much now because of you.
and they just are like, yeah, because you
Dude,
see.
every time I see a coin on the ground now, I'm like, dude, people walking with my girlfriend, she's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Dude,
It's like,
pick it
"For
up.
money."
Clean your hands, but pick it up, dude. Wash your hands after because you don't know. But
Yeah, you don't know who
people-
touched the free money.
There's
but-
worse things. People pick up pennies and there might be dog shit on, but people also kill for that pennies. You know what I mean? So it's
Like
like,
grab a doorknob to get inside a building. You don't
Yeah.
yeah. grab that, you know.
but whatever, you know. You gotta wash your hands. That's all.
Yeah.
Pass the pennies around too.
Use
I
tissues.
try to give my change out to people, and I stop at lights. I like make it a point to like try. To be like, I don't even care if this dude's on drugs or not. Like, I just like it could help him, even if it
Yeah.
just helps him eat today, or
Yeah.
even if he gets high. It's like it's at least he has options now. If he has a little
True.
bit of money, you know,
Yeah.
like I can't imagine the pit that people put themselves in, you know, or I can't imagine it. I want to go back to this. How would 16-year-old you feel about what you're doing today, Evan?
Pretty stoked for sure.
Oh, yeah.
What were you like when you were 16?
Probably.
Not probably. You lived it, bro.
True, I was there.
Is that when you have really long hair?
Yeah.
You had long hair?
Yeah,
Like,
long
to your
hair.
ass?
Remember how long his hair was?
I remember you
It
had
was always
longer
up.
hair.
The flowing
It was
curly
just-
locks?
Oh, you
it
put it
was
in
just
beanie
always
style?
up. No,
No?
beanie. It was always out there.
I remember it was like not that long. That didn't. How long did you get it?
I feel like you got
It's
it pretty
so
long.
curly, so if it was straight, maybe like here. But
Yeah.
it would always just be like,
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like flopping
Yeah.
around.
yeah.
Not like Don Pierre down to his ass crack.
Yeah.
There's photos of Don Pierre out there and his ass crack.
Yeah.
Love that guy. His hair was so long, dude. He was a rock star
Yeah.
too.
It's
Do you
always
remember?
tucked Up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had his shirt off too. Like somebody put a beanie on. Like Nick's a stud, bro. Check out his Instagram, Don Pierre. Kid's killing it. Yeah, that's funny. So you'd be stoked?
Yeah, I'd be stoked.
What were
for
you
sure.
like though at 16? Don't get off the hook,
I
bro.
was definitely skating a shit ton, so I'm still happy that I skate a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I maybe wasn't as comfortable with myself when I was 16. You know,
Fair enough.
just like I don't know, not as outgoing. Just like was really into my own friends. It was like I didn't really branch out too much, you know.
Yeah.
But it was probably just because I was like, I don't know, still figuring myself out.
Takes time.
Yeah, I
That's
was
why you
still,
have
like-
friends to
yeah.
figure it out with.
It's like the age you learn to conversate too.
Yeah.
Yeah. 16?
Yeah, I feel like 16.
I was talkative since birth. Out of the vagina. That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Keep
I
you.
feel like till I was 16, people just talked to me like a little kid. Even past 16.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
No one, I feel like I was never taken seriously until I was like 20.
Yeah.
I would talk a lot, but then I would just be quiet for long stretches of times, and then I would just talk a lot, and then I'd be quiet for long stretches of time, and not talk to people, and then I'd just go off.
Yeah.
Spurts of that.
Yeah.
So it would come out like jumbled. Nice. So at least you're more confident
Yeah.
than your
Thanks.
16 self. That's
Hell
good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
progression, bro.
Important.
Yeah, I mean, usually 16-year-olds like are too like you know.
Two caught in the mix.
Too caught in the mix, like-
No one's ever checked them, and they're just like,
Yeah, I feel like I was like the
You're like,
opposite.
bro.
I was
yeah.
Like,
Chill the
kinda
fuck out.
smooth and chilled out,
yeah.
and just like yeah.
Is that weird? Was that weird?
I suppose.
Because there's a lot of dudes wilding out.
Yeah,
The odd man out.
definitely.
People let you be the odd man out.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was always just like skating. I didn't really like do too many other like teenager shit, you know. I wasn't going to like high school parties or anything. I just had like my homies that I skated with.
Hell
That's
yeah.
like all I did.
Yeah.
So like I guess I wasn't comfortable in that yet, you know. Didn't realize that that's all I really needed.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's actually the better
Yeah.
way to live your life.
It's a way cooler
way
thing.
better, way better.
It takes time.
yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah.
I was like that too.
It's too easy to get impressions. Like, I mean, like just like get inspired by shitty people doing shitty things
Yeah.
at that age.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
like
Yeah.
being able to look back and just knowing you just skated and chilled, that's tight.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how I look at all my video parts and all of my
Yeah.
street footage. I'm like,
Mhm.
time well spent.
Yeah, that
'Cause
helps.
I was
Right.
focused
Yeah,
on
for
sure.
things
Right.
and I was aiming at stuff and I was trying hard and I was engaged.
Mhm.
Whereas like other people are just
Yeah.
dramatic and fighting with
Just
each
getting
other
caught
and
in it.
just like building up narratives. Like some people, you know.
That's what's sick about filming everything, because now I feel like I have like my whole childhood like
Yeah, me
until
too,
now on
dude.
camera.
It's
It's
sick.
so sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Can just look back and like just because of skating, like wanting to film random clips and shit.
Yeah.
It's so tight.
Dude, I watch your guys' lives through videos every week, dude. It's insane.
Yeah, dude, even all the other stuff we have, like all
Go
the
through all your
old edits
Instagrams
and shit.
and stuff.
Dude, I always just scroll down my Insta because just like something I find wicked funny is when you find like just the old posts, just seeing the differences in like people's faces. Because I
Yeah.
started my Instagram like right before everyone like was getting into their 20s.
Yeah.
So everyone just like looks like such a baby at the beginning of my profile, and then you like get deeper in, and it's
End
like,
up
oh
like
my
this,
god, yeah,
full
exactly.
beard,
Yeah.
gray hairs,
Yeah.
dusty and old.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay. How would 16-year-old feel? 16-year-old me, feel about what I'm doing today? I'd feel good. I'm happy. I'm happy to make it here. I always wanted to be old. I always liked old people, and I always thought like if I got old, then I was lucky to have like lived that long.
Yeah.
Like, I always try to keep that mind state. Like getting old should be something you aspire to do because you're trying to figure it out. The more time you have, the more you can figure things out. So like if you use your time well, at the end of the life, you should have a good understanding of who you are and those around you, and like
Yeah.
all be working towards stuff and aiming at stuff and living our fucking dreams. You know? It takes everybody to do that. It's hard to be like have a realization one day that your time is valuable. It's valuable because it's your time. You have to do something with it. Whether you have $1 million or you're poor
Right.
or you're sick or you have some sort of disease or amputee or whatever, you still have your time and you have to figure out what you're going to do with it and if you want to do something. You know? Because all the money in the world, if you have so much money that it means nothing to you, then that's value. It doesn't mean anything to you, and if you don't, you know what I mean? Like
Right,
even at
yeah.
that, you still only have your time, and you have to do something with your time. All the money in the world can make you go crazy because you might have all the options to hang yourself if you're not valuing your time correctly.
No one
and
to share
if you're
with.
not engaged in life and you're not connected with others, and like you haven't spent your time well, it'll
Right.
kill you. You know, everyone aspires to be a millionaire, and it's like everyone in America, that's the dream. It was sold to everyone. It was like,
Capitalist
"You can be
society."
millionaires." I know, and it's fun, and I like that because there is no ceiling. But it's like, yeah, you can be a millionaire, but are you gonna do it with purpose and things that matter with the people that matter? Like, or are you just gonna like do it so you can have some stupid fucking trap music song?
Yeah, a lot of people now don't fucking care. That's the unfortunate part. They're like, yeah, I'll take $1 million for doing jack shit.
Yeah, right.
I
Or,
get that.
no. I'll accept the idea that I might be a millionaire for doing jack shit. Because that's a lot of it is like people see.
I think it's a front. All those dudes.
Exactly. That's what I was
getting
getting
at.
at.
They
It's
really
like,
don't know.
you get inspired by all these people that like dude, it's just craziness.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
A lot
It's
of it is-
craziness.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna work and I'm gonna get mad money and
Well,
mad
they're
respect for doing it.
They're gonna try to sell an image so they can get sponsors.
Yeah.
Instead of just doing it, just fucking do it. You know what I mean? Just live your life and earn everything you get, and then sponsors will come to you because you're too busy creating a life and a world with people
Yeah.
and like working towards things, and not just sitting around all day chasing sponsors. You know, it's like
Right. I even think about it in the aspect of some of the people that like, I don't know, dude. It's too crazy. Some of the people that like even I go to school with, you know what I mean? They just think they're gonna fucking graduate and do nothing and become a millionaire.
that's chasing a sponsor.
It's like, dude, you're not, what fucking company do you think is gonna hire you and just pay you to go sit in your fucking office and Google search shit and just fucking like, yeah, what?
Someone's
you know what I mean?
telling them that.
Some of these people seriously think they are gonna get a job like doing nothing. It's crazy.
Why would you want a job doing nothing? That's my question.
Right.
I
Well,
want to do
because
shit.
it's
I'm
boss.
so
It's,
happy.
It's cool that you didn't have to. You didn't try hard. It's cool not trying hard. You're not trying hard, so it looks like you're really chill and you got all this money, so you're sick.
Hell yeah.
You're
Lit.
sick.
You're
Yeah.
lit, bro. You're super lit. 100.
Yeah.
Well, you have to keep telling us how
It's like my
lit
pet
you are.
peeve. People
That's
that
how lit you
people
are. I
that
can't
use the
even
word
tell.
try hard.
Yeah.
That pisses me off
Yeah,
to
what's
no
wrong with
end.
that?
And don't shit on the one person that actually gives a fuck just because you don't
Yeah.
want to. You know what I mean?
I've been accused of that. Like, because in skating, it's like, that was the thing where you was like, if you tried hard, you were like thirsty. Or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like, yeah, we come from different backgrounds.
Yeah,
so
relax, bud.
Yeah. I might have to try hard just to get out of my neighborhood, whereas you are just getting flown around while someone else is dying. Probably,
Right.
You know, it's like big situation, bro. I want to do this because I've been dreaming about this, and you've got it. You know, it's different levels. You know,
Hell yeah.
where'd that come from? What were you talking
Oh, I don't
about?
even know.
16.
Surprised I even kept
That's
my head
wild.
on there. I almost lost my train of thought like 10 different times and then regained it. You know when you're like just about to derail
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, wait.
Finding Nemo, bro. Finding Dory out there. This kid's floundering around. I know that feeling, definitely. Even people in life, though, that's what I'm trying to say. Is it's not like you don't want easy.
Right.
I'm not saying I want it hard. Like I'd like some support and help, and we could all ease the burden. But you still want to be engaged, and it can't be too easy because challenging is how you develop. Challenging yourself is how you develop. You develop a muscle that way, and you develop character that way. Is through
Yeah.
challenges, physical and mental. You know, and it's like if you're doing it right, hopefully, I could be wrong, but if you're doing it right, you're engaged mentally and physically with things
Yeah.
you give a shit about. You know, with people that you give a shit about. You guys are doing cool things, and there's ways to work and make an economy somehow, you know? It's insane.
Hell yeah.
But fucking all this bullshit, bro. Don't give me. I'm done, bro. Let's keep it going. Here we go. People still talking about Trump, dude. Alex, he's saying Trump, my love, is a fake bot account. I know, I heard about that. I think that's how Trump won. He had automation on his side, you know, where he automated his accounts and he trolled all the people that were dispossessed and had reasons to have. They were the loudest voices because they're angry and they're screwed, which is like not a bad thing, you know. But he also kind of, I think he might have lied to him because automation is what's gonna take their job, you know. Like we have to be planning for automation because of jobs, and he kind of put it on other people, you know. There's real problems. I mean, I don't know politics enough, but I know they have fake bots.
Yeah,
I know
sure.
Russia had fake bots, and they influenced our
I've
government.
been learning a lot about that lately.
Not our government, they influenced our population. That's what they did, which swayed our politics. You know,
Yeah.
because supposedly people can vote for the person to be in president. You know, but if they're using automation and things to like go after craziness, man, it gets crazy. You know, life is real.
Oh, yeah.
Life is real, Kevin.
Unfortunately, it's time for me to go.
Oh yeah, this day was going to come. I knew that.
Gotta head on out.
Thanks for today. You're
Yeah,
crushing it.
hell yeah.
Good work
yeah.
too.
Good
Good work.
seeing you,
Solid
boys.
You
skate
too.
day. Work skate day.
Later, people. Sorry I have to cut out early.
Peace.
Duty calls.
You gotta take a poop.
Gotta get some homework done.
Let's turn his mic off.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that one? Make sure
Yeah.
that's the right one. Okay.
Be good.
You sure that's yours?
Yeah.
Alright. Nice. Alright, later, Kevin.
Later.
Oh yeah, you recorded the intro already,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you're
Golden. You coming in over a little?
Yeah, I might have to get up and go around.
good. Readjust.
Oh, you can stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I'll
fine.
just move over a little bit.
Yeah, come on in. You're fine.
Boys, later.
Good. Drag your mic
Nice.
over. Nice, we're still here. This is nice.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Alright, you two. Let's go back here, Evan. Get all the. What do you think that says right there? I can't even. Kutti. What is that? Cuddy? Get all the Cuddy? You guys look like mad stoners. Oh, that's his name. That's part of his name. That's a crazy long one.
No, I think his name's Il Pikachu.
Yeah, Il Pikachu gets all the Cuddy.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then it
That's what
says,
they-
you guys look like mad stoners. You didn't even smoke any weed.
Yeah, I smoked a fair amount of weed from like 18 to 19.
Yeah.
Wait, no, 19 to 20?
Oh
I don't
shit.
know.
Percussions or the weed? Who knows?
Basically, I smoked like pretty often for like a year up until this spring. Decided to stop again.
Nice. Why do you want to stop?
I don't think it like ever really was my thing, but I don't know. I like started doing it. It was like here and there, and then like it wasn't my plan to be doing it like every night, like before I go to sleep. And then all of a sudden I was like, like I'm done. I guess
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I don't know. I will here and there sometimes, but pretty much.
I like hearing this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I have no objections against any of that.
Yeah.
Because I'm the proponent that you should learn part of life is learning how to manage the drugs you intake if you choose to.
Yeah,
And even
for
being
sure.
too sober is a drug.
Yeah.
You can from the bottom, grab the wire, go down to the wire, follow it down. There's tape, just untape it.
Oh, word.
Kevin got all tech on the table in here. So get this to all the listeners out there. We have a skateboard room. Holy, he taped. How much tape did that kid use? That is a lot of tape. What are you, John Rambo, that thing? Holy dude, tape gate right here on the podcast.
On the table, but
Holy cow, you ripping the table across.
yeah, there we go.
You're in, boy?
I'm strapped in.
Kids in. So our setup right now for the podcast is I have a room, but it's our skateboard room, but it's cold in there right now. Yeah, it's cold. We're actually getting a wood stove, which I'm pretty hyped on.
Ooh, I actually
Nice
just
and
got one
toasty
in
in
my
there.
house.
How do you like it?
It's cool. We only used it once though so far.
Oh.
My stepdad's out fishing. He's a commercial fisherman, so
Nice.
he'll put the wood in. So since he's been gone, I haven't really done it.
Yeah. Well, you just make sure there's wood and just slowly feed it all day long.
Yeah, it smells good and it feels good.
Nice.
Around, so.
Yeah, it's the best, dude.
Yeah.
When you have one, you keep that thing burning. You slow burn it when you can, as long as someone can be there.
Yeah.
It's such a good feeling. I don't know if there's any more.
I think I can feel some.
Nice, go for it. Let me get to YouTube a little more. Jacob Oliveira. Think I might come to Edge next weekend to rip there soon. Hell yeah, definitely do, man. He said, thank you for the positive. My girlfriend has a heart murmur right now. Hell yeah, hope that works out for her, man. Hope that all goes well. I want her to come to Edge. She just started riding too. Nice.
Sick.
Be careful though. Heart murmur and skateboarding.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about heart murmurs, so
Me neither.
I'm not a doctor. What do you guys think about the blind guy Dan M from Real Skateboards? I think it's rad. He made an appearance run at Tampa Pro for the crowd, inspiring.
Yeah.
Did you see the clip of him doing a kickflip fakie?
Flip fakie. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
nice.
epic.
Hell yeah! Shout out Jim Thiebaud with the Real. Those guys
True.
doing cool things,
Good
man.
things.
That's what's even cooler is like just the fact that guy has like he's blind and he wants to skate.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
amazing, right?
Because I think he had normal vision up until a certain point.
Oh really? I didn't
So-
even think of that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Imagine if you tried to learn without ever being able to see. Oh my God,
Yeah, I
that'd
don't
be
know
like
about that.
that's Matrix type shit.
Yeah.
You gotta have switchback lips. For sure.
Jeez.
Crazy, bro. That's amazing, though. Unbelievable that guy went
Yeah.
out there and did that. That's a cool thing to make happen for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Damn, that was hella tape. What's your tape budget for the show?
Who knows? $10?
Tape? What is he
tape.
talking about? This is digital. What is he talking about, bro? Nice. We have a deaf skateboarder who rides Familia HQ headquarters. Talented dude.
Nice.
That's so cool, man. It's cool that skateboarding, because whenever someone finds skateboarding, I instantly think like, dude, skateboarding could help them.
Yeah, for sure.
It could like somehow help them if they're interested in it. I bet it would help them in some capacity. Like skateboarding's helped me develop so much.
Yeah.
Everything. It's helped
Yeah,
me
I feel you.
socialize,
Socialize.
connect to a community, like help me with personal goals, help me stay focused on things and be engaged, and like it humbles you.
Push
like,
yourself
Yeah.
physically and mentally, and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's definitely a vehicle, some
Yeah.
sort of vehicle. It's crazy, man. And it's crazy that people that are blind can do that.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. So.
Yeah, it's a magic trick, bro. You heard about Transworld?
Yeah, it shut down.
No
or
more.
whatever.
I know nothing. Maybe we should look it up real
What
quick.
he said like just no print. Is it still online? Or
Yeah, I mean
something?
that makes sense, but let's see.
Transworld's sick for sure. They did all those full lengths and stuff.
Oh, the videos were
Hallelujah.
amazing. Yeah, dude, there's
Right
so
foot
many.
forward.
There's so many of them. I wonder if they have anything that says here. But I mean, it makes sense that they're gonna go digital, I guess. I mean, but print, it seems like you'd keep it around, but maybe they're
Yeah.
just not gonna keep it around as big as it is or something. Print magazine, their website's still up and going. Let's try googling it. We'll just see what she says or whatever it is. Let's do Trans World skateboarding. Skateboarding closing out of business. There you go. This is from boardrap.com. Should we look at that one? Adventure sport. We'll give this one. Print subscription replaced by Men's Journal. We will all could see it coming after 10. Dude, that was such bad writing right there. Dear Transworld Magazine subscriber, thank you for being a subscriber to Transworld Skate Magazine. We hope you have enjoyed each issue. Effective February 1st, 2019, Transworld Skateboarding will no longer be published. The last issue you will receive is the March-April 2019 issue. However, we are pleased to inform that for the remainder of your subscription, you will receive Men's Journal magazine, which now is published by the same company that brought you Transworld Skateboarding.
Yeah.
So now you get a men's mag.
Wow.
Not the same. Not the same at all. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah,
Just send me back my money, bro. I want
Yeah.
your men's magazine.
I got bought. It sounds like.
Transworld was always like multiple things. Like
Yeah.
Transworld Surf, skateboarding, snowboarding,
Mhm.
and then it's owned by it's like media companies,
Yeah.
basically conglomerates or
Mhm.
something. And they just hired a bunch of people to do a magazine, you know, and those things get bought and sold all the time.
Yeah, it got out of hand.
Transworld, like I always heard rumors of it, like whoever's funding it wouldn't fund it or whatever. I might be wrong about that. I definitely should reach out to someone
Yeah.
from Transworld now because
Yeah,
we're gonna figure that one out for sure.
for sure.
But I mean, it makes sense that they're not gonna do. I guess it makes sense. I hate saying that.
Yeah, I mean, Skateboard Mag went last year.
Did it? They're
Yeah.
not making print either.
No,
All digital?
or I think Steve Barra bought Skateboard Mag.
Yeah.
But it's not. I don't think it's. I'm not sure.
I wonder. I think they turned it into the Barracks mag,
Yeah, that's what it is.
and I wonder if they do if they actually have print issues though.
I feel like not, but you never know.
I don't see why you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just do it for the sake of doing it. You don't
Yeah,
have to
it's so
say
sick.
you're See, the thing about Transworld is owned by people that probably don't skateboard, so they don't see the value in like it all the time, you know, when it's ebbs and flows
That's
or
true.
whatever. If their money shrinks up and they have to cut things, you know what I mean? Whereas a
Yeah.
skateboard, it's like you would just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Like if people are buying mags, but if it's your sole business plan, I guess you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
You know?
Low card and Thrasher.
Maybe they just couldn't make the transition or something, you know. But they have a good website, so. But the print's done, so. With Men's Journal, you will discover tips, guides, and expert advice on fitness, gear, adventure, style, and more from our editors. Nice. Not skateboard. That's not skateboarding, though.
Nope.
If you are also a current subscriber to Men's Journal, your subscription will be automatically extended for your remaining copies of Men's Journal. None of those skateboard. You think? Maybe.
No.
Look for your first issue in the mailbox in June. Yay! I'm super excited.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you. You robbed me. You son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't know anything about those mags, but I'm pretty sure like it started as something small and like Transworld Mag in the beginning, and then it grew and got bought and sold, and then it's just jobs, and then people lose jobs, and if a company doesn't see the value in skateboarding, it loses its way. You know,
That has happened.
there's always got
a lot
to
of
be.
times.
They have a certain number because if you don't care about it, it's like they're just probably cutting numbers. You know,
Definitely.
that doesn't mean it's not worth doing. That just means for them it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
So suck it.
Suck it.
But Transworld's amazing mag. That's what it's hard because like dude, all the years of Transworld is so good.
Wow.
It's always been up there, dude. I've had photos in Transworld and all that
that's
stuff.
sick.
What happens is that those dudes that like are all those photographers and stuff, they all get laid off from their job and stuff, which sucks because those are dudes you skate with and they love skating and that was their job and like the mags.
No, there's no connection.
Yeah.
Like direct connection to the skaters.
Yeah, and it's like those dudes, they gotta find ways to be skateboard journalists basically.
Yeah.
They should use online and dudes should be blogging, podcasting.
Yeah.
People should be doing print too on a smaller level, you know?
Yeah.
It just makes sense, you know?
It's cool.
Yeah, it's
have
awesome.
Something physical nowadays.
Yeah, it's cool to be a part of it and do it together with each other. And that means we need photographers, you know?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like photographers? Some of my favorite people are photographers.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, so. But it's tough, man, I get, because, I don't know. But it sucks magazines are dropping out, but also it's going digital. I mean, we kind of saw, like, it's like, when magazines were just magazines, you didn't have a phone.
Yeah, no.
That makes sense that it would be, that eat up into it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's progression, it's natural, it's the way it went, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
They just couldn't figure out the next step.
but they'd have to figure out a business plan, right? Like, some people have made the transition. The Barracks still have theirs. I don't know. We have to look into that. But Thrasher's still going, right?
Yeah.
Thrasher sticks to skateboarding at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though they're guilty of like trending it a little too hard,
Yeah, a little
memeing it
bit.
out, or like
Yeah.
you know.
I
getting
guess
a
they
little
have to
too
maybe
strange.
a little bit to please like the masses.
I don't know. They just it's fine. I like it. I'm not complaining. It's fucking sick. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I like it, but like there's extremes in all things. You know.
Definitely.
Like fucking. Thrasher just because the skating is at least insane, you know. You're like, this is so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like they always have like a high standard of like
Yeah.
gnarliness
The
you're
best
getting.
stuff.
Yeah, it's the shit where you're like, whoa, gnarly.
For sure.
Yeah, it's just all the other stuff. But whatever, it all looks fun. So my favorite magazine, I like Skateboarder because I love photos.
Yeah.
Skateboarder had the best photos in my mind. Skateboarder
Sure.
magazine, so good.
Yeah.
I just remember opening those. Anytime I got one of those, they were like, I just front to back.
Yeah.
I'd read the articles again and again, memorize the photos and stuff.
That's
It's all in my memory somewhere still. You know?
Yeah, totally.
My friend was obsessed with Transworld and Forum 1. The kid who got me into skating.
Oh yeah.
Dale, yeah. He had every issue of Transworld as well and 411, which is crazy. We just like he'd let me come over and I'd just go through that shit like it was religion.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah, so apparently what happened in Transworld is it turned into a men's journal about spas and weights and fucking fungus toenail problems
God.
and like you're just talking to some guy you don't know. It's like, oh.
Modern man stuff.
Yeah. Dude, do it different. Go just everyone from Transworld, please join together and figure out a way to do something cool that
Yeah,
involves photos or someone. Anyone who cares about photography and skateboarding,
Yeah.
team up and let's go, you know?
Fuck yeah.
There's ways to do it. Definitely. Alright, what was I going to? Do we still have YouTube?
Yeah.
This is us right here. Nice. Favorite Transworld videos, guy.
Probably Hallelujah, just because I had that one on my phone,
Nice.
and it would be like that go-to video I'd watch like in the car, you know.
Yeah.
Because
Who
I
had
was
parts?
watching that before I drove.
You don't have to nail them all, but I'm trying to like.
I remember Tori Pudwell's really well.
I don't even know how to spell that.
Some other dude had a really cool part, and he was like more OG and older. But yeah, if you pull up the Hallelujah, H-A. Yeah, Hallelujah full.
HALLELUJAH. Damn, that's a crazy word, dude. I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Skate video site will tell you all.
Yeah, it gives you. Dude, John
Oh,
Holland's such
Taylor
amazing
Bingham,
film.
dude.
Oh, Taylor
Bingham,
Bingham's
fucking
so
sick
good.
part. Bledsoe, yeah, Pete Eldridge.
Yeah,
That-
look at this lineup. Pete Eldridge, Switch God. Shout out Pete Eldridge. Ryan DeCenzo, like it or love it. Canadian crushes it.
Amazing.
Gnarly street spots and crushes the contest game too.
Yeah.
And is one of the coolest dudes I've ever met.
Heck
I
yeah.
know,
He
the one
seems
time.
really nice. I never like met
Yeah.
him or anything, but
Yeah, he's super nice. Shreds. His
Mhm.
brother's sick. And
so
I hung out with him one time at Tampa Pro. He was slightly drunk, and we were just like
No
bantering.
way.
Yeah, it was fun. He was kind of excited to talk. You know, I was
that's
like,
sick.
I told him he had to link up for the podcast. I just haven't followed up. I definitely will. But Ryan's always been the man.
Fuck yeah.
Taylor Bingham, right?
Yep.
Dude shreds. So you liked his part?
Yeah, I really loved his part.
Yeah, I have to watch this.
Some transition and then also back over crooking.
Ooh,
big
I remember
handles
this
and
part.
stuff.
Yeah, I remember this part. Torrey Pidewell, fucking sick.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Long ledges, fucking flick, frontside flips, Gumby
Crazy
style.
flat bar stuff.
Yeah.
That I hadn't really seen at the time because I was only like 15 watching that video.
Yeah.
So I'd never seen some of those combinations.
Dude,
before.
he took it really far.
Yeah, far.
Sick, yeah, way sick. And fast too.
Yeah, true.
Powerful and sketchy, kind of sketchy too. I like Torrey skating. Tyler Bledsoe too.
Fuck yeah.
Wonder what he's up to.
He skates for. He was in the Mother video. I think he's on Quasi.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure.
Mine would be Modus Operandi.
Oh, yep.
Such a good one. Let's see if it pulls up. How did that not have that? Damn you. Trans World Skateboarding Modus Operandi.
There you go. If you go back, I think it yeah, right there.
MODUS OPERANDI. Modus Operandi. Triangle skate video. Yeah, this one was sick as hell. Mark Johnson, clearly sick part. Brian Anderson, legend.
Yep.
Top 3
That's
favorite
sick.
skater. And then after he came out, even more. Top 3.
Hell
He
yeah.
moved up to number 2.
Beast.
Because I was like, this is him. You know?
Yeah, he did
Sick.
it.
Not that he wasn't who he was before,
Mhm.
but that he's able to let it all out.
Yeah.
It's just you get the full experience.
Next level.
Brian, yeah. Sick. And his skating, you can tell, powerful, strong.
So
Still, yeah, good style. Big,
Looks like a
lanky.
giant.
Yeah,
He's
just
skating.
like big. I like dudes like that. Steve
Yeah.
Nestor has that a bit. Just
Yeah.
kind of big, like Susky, like just
Mhm.
big,
Yeah,
powerful
yeah,
dudes.
yeah.
Like good pop, good
Yeah.
tricks.
They make the board look like small.
Yeah. Yeah. I always thought that too.
Yeah.
Shanny, shout out. Jugwenin, such a gnarly ripper. Dude's been doing it for so long. He started Expedition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
wonder if that's still going.
I think so.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Actually, I feel like not.
I think so.
I
I
heard
think all the
something.
dudes left and stuff too.
Mm.
Mark Johnson,
Yep.
legend. Yeah, so good. And Mike Carroll's such a good part, dude. Video's gnarly. Oh shit, we're back. That good question, Ryan. Thank you. Moises Morales says, why do you think skateboarding was so popular in the early 2000s compared to now, or is it the same? 2000s, how old were you? Early 2000s.
Oh, I was born in '98, so I was
So-
like a toddler.
Oh, you were super little.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I didn't know
Did you get into?
much of anything.
You didn't know anything about skating. When did you get? How old were you when you got into skating?
11, 10.
Oh, so it ways off.
Yeah. Way
So-
off.
Okay, well, you can't say anything. 2000s. Let's see. What is it? 2019. So, yeah, I don't know. It was because there was good energy. There's probably real skaters were getting opportunities, and people
Yeah.
that cared about it and put their heart into it, and people that wanted to film it. And there were people that wanted to shoot photos. There were people that wanted to play a part and build up skateboarding. There was probably TMs, dudes that wanted to. It was. That's what it was. It's just like.
Pure and stuff.
Yeah, people are just into skateboarding and putting their hearts into it, figure out ways to do it, and team up with other people that are doing it. Probably,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's how I imagine. You know, like things have to have lives and energies involved. You know, it's like even a job. You know,
Yeah, totally.
but people just gotta do it. Every opportunity I ever got, I like met all the people, and I worked with them to try to do cool things in skateboarding. You know.
That's the best thing.
Yeah, best thing. So I don't know. I feel like more people skate nowadays.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking that.
Yeah, you feel that way?
Yeah.
I think it's awesome,
Totally.
especially on the East Coast, anyways.
Yeah.
I've seen it kind of like grow
Yeah,
it wasn't.
right?
Yeah, since I was like when I first started skating, a lot of wasn't that many skaters. I know them all.
Mm-hmm.
I always like whenever you see someone ripping, you're like, "Cool, that dude's like ripping." Like
Yeah.
you catch it, and you're like, "Yeah, they applied their time to skateboarding." Like the same obsession aggressiveness of
Yeah.
you know, you recognize it when you see people.
Super relatable.
Yeah, I've been seeing people for 24 years now, and they're still skateboarding.
That's so
That's
sick.
crazy,
That's
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
The best thing.
Fucking insane, bro. But I think it's still growing, dude. I think even now it's like there's less boundaries, so like
Yeah, that's true.
there's no jocks, there's not, or there is. There's a little bit of everything, so it balances out. There's
Yeah.
jocks, there's fucking introverts, there's blind people, there's like whoever, you know.
Yeah.
Girls are shredding more, like people are like finding it, and people are being more accepting at the same time, you know.
Yeah.
To me, that's amazing, you know.
Yeah, if you think about it in that aspect, it's way more popular than it was.
Yeah.
There was no girls really skating back then.
Yeah.
Maybe like Alyssa Steamer and like that girl that was on Zero.
That was Alyssa Steamer. She was on 0 2. Oh, Marissa.
Yeah, Marissa.
DeSanto?
Yeah,
DeSanto?
she's probably around.
Yeah, she's a shredder.
But
Dude,
not like
Alexis Sablon though.
Really, I haven't heard of her.
Yeah. Oh, she's from here.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
PJ Lab video.
Oh,
Did she look like a boy?
maybe.
Who knows? I want to show you Alexis right now, dude. That's amazing. Dude, we have one of the most epic girl skaters from our area.
That's what's up.
Sablon, I think. So yeah, there's.
Architect and artist. As
Yeah,
well.
she went to school and she's pursuing other things too. I saw a little interview where they talked to her. Let me type in
Dude, how do I not know this chick? Yeah, I know it's Wonderful Horrible Life.
and shout out Nicole too. Nicole shreds.
Is that isn't she from around here?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's sick.
There's a lot of girls nowadays, dude.
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
kill
saying.
it. There's so many girls now that kill it. It's epic just to see it, man.
No way.
Yeah, from
What?
that flipping stairs, dude. She's got such a good nollie flip. Alexis
Even her
rips.
kickflip flick.
Yeah, and she's like cool as hell too. She's like just one of those people who are like, yeah,
Wow.
she gets it, and she's like, you want her to win, you know. I know. Unfortunately, right? Look at that, dude. She heel flipped MIT gap.
That's insane.
The piss hub in
Whoa.
Atlanta, right there. Was that front board? Switch from.
Nollie heel.
Yeah, look how good she is, dude.
Dude.
K flip down the 9. That's PJ frontside flip after. So dope. Damn, that's so crazy, right? Wait, what's going on?
The PJ.
It just goes right into his part. What are we doing here?
That looked like her.
Yeah, that was.
Front nose, like really good. She landed that front side flip.
There we go. Yeah, there's a couple more at the end. PJ switch ollie 4 block. Oh, here she is.
Yeah, she is.
Dude, nollie up, steezy like. She got all baggy pants on. I love it, bro. Wow. Frontside flip off that ledge of people in the traffic. Wow.
That was perfect.
Dude, she kicked
Yo, was that the Atlanta block?
Atlanta blocks, dude. Kevin had a hard time melon grabbing
Oh,
the one
man.
next to it.
Yeah, I can't say I could kickflip that. Fucking A.
Gnarly. Damn, that's crazy, man.
Cool.
Right from here, too. Under your goddamn nose.
Yeah, for real.
She's like my generation, sort of. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder how old she is. Are you supposed to ask a lady skater that? Is that offensive? Or do lady skaters feel different?
I think they feel different.
They're like,
They
fuck
get
you,
it.
bro. It doesn't matter. Okay, moving along. Yeah, I think skateboarding is doing awesome right now. I feel like
Yeah.
more people have access to it. 2000s was lit though, because there was some awesome characters, and people there's some awesome, powerful characters that were like authentic people, but
Yeah.
also realized it was a show,
Yeah,
and that's what makes skateboarding fun.
for sure.
Amen, brother. Tony Hawk video games, BAM, MTV, Jackass, etc. That's what Ryan's saying to above.
Oh, okay.
I mean, those guys were entertaining. Tony Hawk, amazing what he did. BAM, entertaining for sure. You know, still entertaining people. MTV, whatever. I watched a little bit. Jackass was fun. I watched it to a certain point, and then I was like, they're just jumping out of
Yeah.
trees again and again.
Yeah,
you know,
fuck.
amazing. Like the skating aspects and stuff was sick. I like BAM's mini ramp skating. It was the favorite.
Yeah,
You
ridiculous.
can tell he spent a lot of time on
Yeah.
the mini ramp. You know.
Crazy setups too.
Yeah, sick. The antic stuff was funny though, but after a while, I was just like,
More skating.
yeah, you're trending too hard with one thing,
Yeah.
man. Apparently, a lot of those dudes have been through some bullshit, you know, and still going through it.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. I'm talking about concussions and shit. They probably all had a bunch of them. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, and like other like gnarly injuries that I feel like you'd only get from doing shit like that.
Yeah.
Hurting like your organs and stuff.
Some of those dudes made it like a full career to just go hurt themselves. They did the Wild Boys. Steve-O did all these crazy shit. They're just hurting themselves all the time.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, it seems like a trap, right? Some sort of trap. Who's your guy's favorite skater of all time? You got one?
All time. I mean, I always go with Bob Burnquist.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We're both
He's
going
my
Bob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bob.
Bob's a legend.
Just,
Why do you like Bob?
Just because I feel like no one else can do some of the shit he's done. Like as far as Vert and Mega, like I don't think anyone else is ever gonna like get there. Like honestly, some of the stuff.
I like that.
Like I don't know,
He's a legend,
yeah.
beyond legend. Danny Way's up there too, with like shit where you like jump the Great Wall of China and shit.
Yeah, he's got the highest air.
Yeah, but Bob for sure is next level.
Yeah, as far as like technical stuff on the mega ramp, switch stuff.
Dude, Bob Burnquist has street footage.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's way
From
sick.
boarding handrails, sliding shit.
And he's like sword of the skies.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
the amount of technical shit he's done is unbelievable. Like switch tricks I can't even do on flat ground or legends.
Right.
He's doing them on mega vert ramps and shit. Legend. Do you see his dream yard? His backyard?
Yeah.
Dreamland? So
Amazing.
sick, yeah. Unbelievable.
So fucked.
We gotta check in with Bob soon. See how that guy's doing. Hallelujah is the best dude. I love that video. Ryan's one of the best dudes. Met him here at an Andre Nicotina show at First Ave,
Dude.
Minneapolis during X Games. That's funny.
That's cool that Ryan DeCenzo would go to an Andre Nicotina show.
Yeah.
Because he just seems like, you know, not like into that type of shit, but I guess you don't really know.
Yeah. Well, I kind of feel like he would go. But I've met him a few times at like party situations.
Yeah, see, I only know his image, so
yeah.
it's funny, I guess.
I've seen him a couple of times. I feel like he'd go. And that sounds like a good show, too.
That dude's crazy.
In Bloom is also one of my
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
trans world videos. Time to Shine is amazing, too. That one's super good. If skateboarding wasn't a thing, where would you guys be right now?
I'd probably be playing soccer.
Were you
'Cause
good at
I was
soccer?
really good
You
at
were.
soccer, yeah.
I feel like we talked about that.
Yeah.
I remember
like,
this cockiness come out of you about soccer.
yeah. Oh, yeah, the cockiness is there for sure. I don't know.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Good, you're ruthless in
was-
soccer, just pitbulling everyone?
Yeah, I was like aggressive and fast and had a lot of good board control. I knew where to pass the ball.
Board control, like against the
Oh,
wall.
I said board, I
Yeah.
meant ball.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, like, that
Soccer.
could be too much, like, cause I would be like, you know, doing the whole travel thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You traveled with it?
yeah,
Yeah.
so you'd like, I don't know, I got into this like Premier League. I played for like the Junior Rams. So the like URI Rams have like a, you know, program for kids that were my age,
Yeah.
like 14 and stuff. You had to go all these like far places on mass on like a Sunday, and I just always was pissed because I like wanted to skate instead.
That happens when you do something and then you find skateboarding. That happens. It
Yeah.
consumes you.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it was just like too much. Like, I hate going to practice. Like, I only liked like being in the game and like doing really well and being in like an important playoff game, like getting that rush, you know?
Yeah, the
Like
pressure.
scoring a
little
goal,
bit,
like
yeah.
keep being in the pressure. But there's so much other times in between where you don't get to experience that, whether it's practice or you gotta like travel far for just some regular season game,
Yeah.
and like being involved with the other soccer kids, like all that stuff like wasn't worth my time just for that one part of soccer that like I really liked, you know?
Totally makes sense.
And it's like the same, not the same feeling you get with skating per se, but like as far as like the heightened whenever you want.
Yeah.
Like,
Teamwork. You can actually. What's cool about skateboarding is you can do it individually and you can do it as a team.
yeah.
Whereas sports, it's like most organized sports, it's organized sports, so it's organized by like a group dynamic instead of an individual.
Yeah.
You know, they try to break it down, like, but
Yeah.
there is all that lag time, and you're not engaged. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
I only liked those like critical like big games or like when it was really intense.
yeah. It's like going to the skate park and everyone's been sharpening their swords
Yeah.
and have all their tricks and are ready, and then you get a bunch of people there and it's like a good session and everyone's fun.
Yeah.
Of that, like back to back to back,
Totally.
as long as your energy and your skills match up.
Yeah.
Whereas like soccer or whatever, soccer is pretty engaging as far as running, I guess. But like a lot of the other sports, it's like you're in the outfield, fucking kicking cuds around, trying to figure out if that's cow shit or like dog shit. You're just hanging out for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, cause I think that's what's cool about it. Like basketball's sick like that, but it's like you're limited. You need another person to play.
Yeah, right.
Cause defense, you need someone to defend, right?
Yeah.
And then you need defense when you're gonna shoot to like get that rush, you know.
Exactly.
Same with soccer, it's a back and forth. It has its skills and utility, but you can do both. Like you can find some, and people do that with basketball, but it's still like you in just one hole. There's only so many variations where it's like. Skateboarding is its own thing, you know. Like it's not even comparable on that level yet.
To anything.
It's crazy that so many young kids are interested in skateboarding because it's so like it can be very complex, you know. They got at least like a challenge and like trying to piece things together and like building, you know. I think that's why so many people end up on scooters because it's like they don't end up on scooters, but they start with scooters. Those kids all start on scooters because their parents are like, here, go out there, and they don't actually learn to balance.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
They just put them out there at the skate park with the things, and then it's like, it's not the same. It's so different.
No.
You could just balance without that, and you'd have more options, and it'd probably have more longevity than scootering. Because scootering, they hit like 16, 17. It's kind of like a watered down skateboarding.
Yeah.
Not kind of, it is.
It is.
Because, dude, a backflip on a skateboard is one of the best looking things.
Yeah,
and a scooter, whatever the fuck you call it, is the most ridiculous, stupid looking thing in my mind. It's like, yeah, it's just not the same, you know? And it's like, these people they can learn to balance. They're just kids that are trying to like get lit too quick, you know? Like most of them are just like, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, you're gonna have to carry that thing into your life another 20 years, and it's gonna have to engage you and challenge you, and carry you through, and that thing, you guys all end up fighting with each other because you're all the best on top of the mountain, and it's like, and then you have to do double flips and upside down twisty. You're like. You turn into this thing where you have to shoot you out of a fucking cannon just to like do anything to have a good day. It's like ridiculous. Skateboarding, the greatest thing about skateboarding is that it can be super simple too.
Yeah.
Because there's style to it. You're not you're balancing without holding on to the fucking
super free.
Yeah, you're just the board moves separate from you if you want it to.
Yeah. And
you don't have to hold on to anything. You're literally bound. It's like, that's gonna hold your attention for a long time, you know?
Right.
They all end up on scooters because they just are chasing some shit, you know? It's like, bro, I don't care what type of brand you have. I don't care what type of shoes you have. I don't care what your gold chain is. You're doing it's not the same. Leave me alone, bro. What do we got going here? Anything?
You just added on.
If skateboarding wasn't a thing, where would you guys be right now? I would be... Where would I be?
Homie said golf. Golf.
I'd be super into golf if skateboarding wasn't a thing. Where would I be? Oh man, skateboarding wasn't a thing. I would hope that if it wasn't a thing, I would have found something to like that would have pulled me in, like skateboarding did.
Yeah.
I didn't find it up to that point. I wanted to be good at sports, but like, basketball, I had shoes that were they were 2 sizes too big because I needed like hand-me-down shoes. So I was like playing and hustling and everything's there, but I'm tripping all over the fucking place. You know what I mean? And I didn't have a basketball court and a ball. It's like I just could do it when I could do it, you know? And I had issues on top of that. So that didn't work out, even though I liked basketball a lot. I love playing basketball. I just could never get games. Like, we play some basketball. It's pretty fun. I haven't played in a while, but we got some, like, all the skaters to go. Play some basketball. It's, like, the funnest thing.
That's sick.
I don't want to get hurt playing basketball.
No.
I want to skate, you know?
Yeah.
It's just once in a while. But once skating came, it's just kind of, like, nothing else. Hopefully I'd be podcasting, but it wasn't even a thing back then.
No.
Like, skateboarding was a thing, I'd be talking for sure. That'd be fun as hell just to talk.
Rambling.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, skateboarding saved my life, man. So I don't know. I'd be lost somewhere, man. Or hopefully, I'd find something else that is as cool.
Yeah.
Haven't yet.
Probably.
It's getting there though, man.
Yeah.
I'm just still obsessed about skateboarding.
Forever.
That's golf. I never played golf. You ever play golf?
Nah, I've like done the driving range.
That's pretty fun.
Fun, but
it's
yeah.
not skateboarding.
No.
That's what the problem with skateboarding is.
Yeah.
Like you find that it's like it's
No,
nothing
no,
really
no.
that's the same. Like,
Hell no.
Yeah, you're like, yeah. I wish there was something. How about that? It's not scooter, I'll tell you that.
No.
Tell you that real quick.
Hell no.
Don't get any ideas, kids. Okay? Don't care if you're 25. Get the fuck out of here. Not the same thing, bro. Yeah, that's why I joined skateboarding, because it's individual and I don't have to worry about selling out anybody out. Spelled. And because it's the most fun thing in the world and takes me away from negativity. It can bring you to negativity too, though, bro. It does that for some people, man.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
On how you use it and look at it.
You can put your energy into things, and you can still be like off compass yourself, and you do all types of people skateboard, you know.
Yeah.
So you just gotta be careful, you know. Same with anything, you know. But yeah, I know tons of friends that skateboarding brought them some got them into some bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
But they all say it brought them the best things too, you know. I swear, it's always like skateboarding is the best thing, but it also led to bad things, you know.
Yeah.
And they'll never deny it was the best. Like, no,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
No,
there's
I've heard
some
people
dude out
say
there.
that.
Yeah. But that's just life. Life will bring you into things. It's not even, you can't even put it on skateboarding, you know? It's just life. You get around people, you know? There's all types of people and everything. If we know one thing, that every type of human skateboards, even blind people.
It's true, yeah.
Or want to skateboard, you know? That's crazy. That means it's appealing to a lot of people. So I think it's bigger now. In the sense that more people are trying it and it's reaching. It's cool, man. It's really cool nowadays. Transworld's done. Let's get a couple more of these going. Any plans for East Coast trips this summer? We will be, that's coping victim. We'll be skating all up and down the East Coast.
Yeah,
So
totally.
it's just nice. We'll be scouring all the cities.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we'll go wherever we can go, just so we can keep shredding. That's all we did last time. We just went ever, filmed a bunch. That was way sick.
Pretty much the Northeast.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're just gonna go for it, man. We'll figure it out. Mark Fricker, thoughts on Transworld? We already did that. He says no longer printing magazines for newsstands and subscriptions. Covered that. So then, I wonder if they're gonna employ people to do their website. That's a good question. Someone look that up. Is a skateboarder employed to run the Transworld website, skateboarding website? Are they still keeping that? Their website's still on, so
yeah,
maybe they're like downsizing. There's gonna be a blogger. I don't know. Someone let us know. How was the Hive? Go ahead. What you think of the Hive?
the Hive
First,
is fun, man.
the Hive skate park in New London, Connecticut. Shout out Charlie King. New skate park. There's a skate shop. Now they opened a skate park.
I think that was the move for them for sure, because it was just a shop beforehand.
Yeah.
So plus, Rad closed. Subliminal closed.
R.I.P.
So it was perfect
Yeah.
for him to open up in New London. I feel like it's a pretty good location. There's a lot of Connecticut skaters from that area, New London and the surrounding towns. As far as myself, it's only like 50 minutes because
Nice.
I'm down in Wakefield, so I actually go further south to get there. But I love that park. It's pretty fun. I think he did a good job with like the space he had.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love that fly out and the mini ramp. And yeah, it's pretty much that's all she wrote for me, I guess. The ledge is fun too. I like how long it is.
The rail. You got down on the rail too. The
Yeah.
up rail and down rail.
Yeah, it'll be fun to skate without the thing at the bottom too, the little
Wedge ramp.
the wedge ramp. It was
Yeah.
fun for what we did, but I like to skate it without it too.
Yeah. I filmed a lot. I didn't even skate it that much. I skated for like 20 minutes and then I just like, I was really itching to film. So.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to go back and like think about skating it some more. Try to skate that hip somehow. It looked hard to skate.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Yeah.
I kind of just like, it's fun to pump, like
To
use
get
it just to
speed.
get around.
Yeah. There's
But
something
I have
in
a
there.
feeling that they're gonna like eventually like. I feel like since it's kind of smaller, it's gonna be really easy to like maybe change up some of the features like
Yeah.
over time. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like Rad did. So
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see what happens with that.
But it's sick, long ass ledge. What could you ask for? That ledge is so good.
Yeah,
Looks like the longest grind
it's
ever.
sick. No matter
Yeah.
what you do, no matter what trick, it's gonna feel good.
Yeah, and there's small stuff and there's some transition and big stuff, and it's
Mm.
all stuff you can learn on, or you can get down on too and get gnarly. You know.
Yeah, that's the cool thing because he's probably doing like I think he actually does do like a certain age and below, like kind of like a kid's hour, like
Yeah.
right when they open up or some shit.
Really?
You
That'd be
can-
interesting.
yeah, I
Yeah.
saw something where it's like, oh, kids only from like 11 a.m. till whatever.
That's crazy.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
It should be cool.
Yeah, there's a couple of rippers there that day.
Yep.
Angelo, what up? Or Diglio. I don't know how to say his name on Instagram. The homie. Alright, someone says, Joey Skate Podcast. My cousin was a skateboarder and is now in the hospital for drug addiction, so that's motivation to stay away from it. Stay away from drugs?
I think so.
Okay. It wasn't skateboarding, it didn't
Yeah.
do it, man. All types of
Whatever
people
else.
get stuck on drugs and have issues. But skateboarding could do it that for you. I know
Yeah.
it's done that for people. They let them to that way because like it's just part of the culture. Skateboarding encompasses everything. You know, it's just normal. We did high school. We did that one. Any plans for a trip? Trends well done. Hive is sick, man. I filmed it a lot, and it looks really good on film. And there's so many tricks to go down. Still, it's so awkward and tight and quick
It
that
is,
it's like
but it's
fun.
fun.
Yeah, it's like not perfect, but it's done. The transitions are well, and there's enough stuff to move around, and some of the stuff is challenging enough that you could get some gnarly stuff that would be sick.
Yeah.
And it looked like so much fun, man. Best trick you ever landed? Heavy one. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know, man. It's hard to compare.
I know, it's such a tough question.
I feel you could break it down into like hardest manual trick, hardest
Alright, here we go.
ollie, like biggest ollie.
Let me give you one. Hardest transition trick on something that was the scariest for you. You didn't think you were gonna do.
Okay.
There's gotta be a few up there that like I'm psyched I pulled this off without getting destroyed in it. I really pushed my limit.
That's a good one.
And what was it on? Like what is some sort of transition? Concrete? Masonite?
Good question. Let's see. I don't know. Some tricks on my ramp come to mind. I
Ooh,
guess.
you had a ramp in your yard,
Yeah,
right? Is it
still
there?
do.
How
I
big?
only it's 8 foot and then 6 foot. It's like half and half.
Describe this ramp to someone who's never skated it. If I was a first timer and I was dropping it.
First
Start from the
few-
bottom? Start from the bottom?
Yeah,
Okay.
start from the bottom. For sure.
Fair enough.
Look out for like, chunks and splinters and other stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
it's just plywood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not like masonite.
What
or
size
anything.
wheels should I get?
56s plus.
Nice. I ride
Yeah.
52s. I'm fucked.
Yeah, the big side, the 8 foot side is the best because the wood's a little soggy
Yeah.
underneath. So if you skate the bigger side, you'll go faster, easier.
Really? Nice. Good
Yeah.
to know.
But as far as the tricks, I mean, the nollie big spin overcrook I did once wasn't like the scariest thing, but it was like so hard to like judge the timing, because it's such
Nollie big spin to overcrook?
yeah, like
and
the
then
one I
pop
did
it?
at edge.
Yeah.
except,
That was fucked up, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I think it was like harder on my ramp because it's not like the smoothest, like you drop in and you have to put your foot on the nose.
You're on plywood too.
Yeah, you're on plywood and like it's steeper than the one at the edge. So it's really hard to right that initial like nollie shove.
Trying to find the right distance.
Yeah, trying to find the
Yeah.
right distance.
The one at edge just is long, and if you don't get frayed when you're 7 feet up, I
Yeah.
get kind of nervous. I haven't made it that hard. I get that high with certain tricks, but not that one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then probably actually one more just like inverts on that ramp.
Invert.
Front side invert.
What hand you put down?
You grab indie and do left hand.
So like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
above your head. I've done 2.
Alright.
And like every time, like it's one of those tricks where like you can't just do it right away. Like you have to go through like some fucking process for like 45 minutes
To
to
figure
like
it out.
work your way up.
Yeah.
And then it's weird though, cause like the ones
Dude,
I put
because you
down-
have to fucking go upside down on
Yeah.
one arm and push yourself up, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's so uncomfortable, I bet.
Yeah.
There's probably some walls.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I think I'll go with that one now for that to
Yeah.
answer that question.
Gnarly.
Frontside invert.
Yeah, that's gnarly, man. Frontside invert on a 4-foot seems insane to me, which it probably is pretty hard to
It's
do.
harder, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. It's
you
'cause
need
it's
some
so
steep.
mellow.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Let's see. Best trick I ever landed. That I'm gonna have to narrow it down. I already said this one on the podcast before. Tail slide in Australia in a big ditch. I was scared, and every time if I committed and went down that thing and ate shit, it was just basically like getting thrown out of the car in like a drainage ditch. So I really didn't want to fall and eat complete shit, and it just worked out. I just kind of blacked out. I was like hot, exhausted. I tail slid out to that point and bailed so many times.
So
Ran down that thing, and then I was just like, I have to do this. And I was like, last one, roast, kind of black out. You're riding down a fucking drainage mountain, yeah, and you're like, okay, whatever happens, you hit the bottom, almost pancake out, and then you just get to the other side, and it pushed me up the other side because I was going so fast. And I was just like, yes. It didn't die. Zaire literally fell on that thing, his shoe came off, and the whole bottom of his sock was gone. His shoe came off and his sock.
Yeah.
He was just sliding. He wasn't going off the end either. He was just skating like the smaller part.
I've never been in ditches like that, but I feel like they're like that. Like they're not smooth at all.
Some of those gnarly ones for sure. A lot of them are all just really destroyed. Angelos, do drops hurt when you learn them for the first time?
Depends on how old you are, I guess.
He was the guy at the Hive with All I Need To.
I think he probably found out.
Yeah, he did drop.
That was sick.
Yeah, it was sick. Yeah, drops do hurt if you don't know how to like bend your knees and compress it. You know, some kids like to just go off of stuff before they even know how to jump off of stuff.
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like let's crawl before we can jump off of stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Yes. So yeah, I mean, I'm guilty of that. When I was coming up skating, like I got like some basics down, and then I just pushed it too fast, too quick, and probably took some injuries.
No way, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and just fucking
sending it.
Yeah, just sending it because it's like you're excited about
it.
You know, all this shit, doing rails. Yeah, just like too much. So I had all these injuries because I was just like should have toned it down a little bit, you know what I mean? But who cares? It was really fun.
Yeah, you're here now.
But dude, so just go slow, learn how to drop off of things. Like start small, work your way up.
Yeah.
Always. Goal is to have skateboard in your life as long as possible. So if it hurts too bad, maybe decide for yourself.
Yeah.
But try not to hurt yourself. Same skates. Evan's favorite tranny skater of the moment.
Dude, I read this right before we started.
Sammy Skates, shout out Sammy.
Yeah,
my dude.
I was like trying to like think of one like before we started, and I don't know. There's just a handful of dudes, but I can't pinpoint one. I like Raven Tershi, whatever. Yeah.
He shreds.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Skates for Lakai, right?
Yeah, Lakai. Yeah. He just like can do like a Smith grind like really fast and really far, and like not even have to do something awesome. Technical, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. And that dude Oscar, like Rotskenberg or something. He has a crazy last name with the R.
Nice.
He's in the Vans Park series.
Destroys it?
Yeah, he destroys it. He does like weird like technical stuff like that you shouldn't do like during like one of those events, you know, and big ramps and whatnot. He's pretty sick. He has a very cool flow.
Yeah.
So
some of those contests are cool. Like you see them on TV, and they're just doing the concrete jams. You know, they did one at Tampa, and they do like a couple different ones. I've seen. Yeah. The Dutour was doing those for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of wild.
Yeah.
Situation. Yeah. Reason why you started skating? Did we already kind of cover that one?
I think it says in transition.
Oh, Evan's favorite skater, any skater at the moment. Oh yeah, how did Evan get into skating transition? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I grew up skating like the LMF mini ramp in the spine. Then I had a mini ramp in my yard too before my big ramp.
Yeah.
So I was kind of always around mini ramps, and it kind of just started there. Like I had a good like, you know, all the basic mini ramp tricks.
Yeah.
And that part Greenside had big ramps. So.
Oh, sick. That makes sense. You skate there a lot?
Yeah, I was like always at Greenside from like, I don't know, like 13 to 15. Like 2 years, like every weekend probably. It was like the edge for me.
Yeah.
It was like that type of thing.
And they went down too, huh?
Yeah. It's
Unfortunately.
all good though.
It happens, man.
Yeah.
We kind of already covered why we started skating. I started skating because it just happened. My friend, I met this dude, just gave me a board, showed me how cool it was within seconds. And I was obsessed with it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, and then just kept going. Didn't stop. And you?
I saw someone skating down the sidewalk and was playing Tony Hawk games.
Tony Hawk Ice Bar?
So, yeah, I saw the video game and then I saw someone skating down the
You
sidewalk
saw it.
in real life and I was like, people really do this. I want one.
Yeah,
That was pretty much it.
I backed that for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. High five. Old school skater, grew up on power slides, bone brigade, and a general fuck the system attitude. Questions. What are your thoughts towards skateboarding becoming an Olympic sport? I live in Tokyo, Japan, and it is part of the madness lined up for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. You want to take this? Or you want me?
Yeah, I mean, like I've heard you say, there's always going to be a crowd that is into it,
Yeah.
you know? And I'm not really too mad because, like, I'm going to watch it, you know? Like, it'll be cool to watch.
Yeah.
Like, shit will be insane.
It's going to be a spectacle.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's the first time it's going to ever happen.
Yeah. It's just, like, interesting to see.
So, wait, let's revisit the question. So,
Yeah.
skateboarding becoming what are your thoughts towards skateboarding becoming Olympic sports? Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, I agree with that, man.
Yeah. Not super mad. If you try to fight it, it's just, like, worse, you know? Like, I don't know, there's some people, not some, I mean, I don't know, there's just a crowd that, like, really, like, hates it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's just
Yeah.
not gonna, like, I mean...
The way to do it is to not, like, you can hate it all you want, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
make fun of it. That's why I'm gonna watch it for the jokes.
Yeah.
There's tons of jokes. If not, just he's already wore compression pants. That's fucking hilarious. to me. Skateboarder wearing
It's
compression
crazy.
pants. People know how I feel about it. Like, it's too confined for, like, I think skateboarding hits people more on a lifestyle level.
Mm-hmm.
Like, more like it's personal to each individual. More people are into, like, you know, not everyone can be Naja.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Most people skateboarding helps them with everything we talked about on this podcast.
Yeah.
Most people
Exactly.
work. Most people
Life and stuff
are
like
working and living their life and figuring out their path, and skateboarding is along with them. And when
Yeah.
good things happen, they keep going. 'cause
And
they
that's,
skateboard.
yeah, it's so much cooler than having it like Naija has it, you know?
Yeah, I can only imagine.
It's just like,
It's too much.
yeah.
It's way too much for me. It's like one of those reality shows that I'm just like, can't believe they want this to be. They think this is cool. Like, it's too much for me. It's a
Yeah.
big show. It's too much of a show. It's not real enough. It's
Mhm.
like there's a balance in the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's why with skateboarding, I'd rather work at having like a skateboard company with friends, and
Mhm.
like I'd rather work on, you know, filming and photographers shooting photos and like.
Yeah.
You know, having flow riders and amateur riders and team videos and pro model boards
Yeah,
and
you get to do
artwork,
so much
and
more.
you get so many more people are incorporated in the
Yeah.
culture of skateboarding,
Mhm.
not just the Olympics or some corporation that buys skateboarding. This Olympics needs us.
Yeah.
Skateboarding's
Yeah,
so
that's why
cool.
they
They're
came
lucky to
us,
have
you
us.
know?
Yeah, but it's like, so my thoughts are like, it's gonna happen, but it's like every 4 years. And like, if there's people out there that want to play that perverse game and like be a part of that, which there are. Imagine if they put it in schools too. It's too controlled. Like to me,
Yeah,
skateboarding
yeah.
is like we were just talking about school. You know what I mean? Like it's too uniform, too organized.
Yeah.
Skateboarding is like one of the best things is simplicity, and it could be artistic, and it could be creative, it could be self-destructive. All those things are out the door.
Yeah.
You're gonna have pads on. Everything There's gonna be rules, boxed in.
Whistle that.
Yeah, and they're gonna try to put some cool fucking monster logo on you or something.
Oh no.
That was sarcasm if no one could pick up. But they're gonna make you wear something that you're gonna be like you wouldn't pick if you normally did.
I didn't even think that far.
And you're gonna have to have compression pants, and you're gonna have to beat Nigel at the top of the mountain. And he's got so many cars, and he's so rich.
Yeah, right.
And he's got all the monster girls. They're getting blowjobs every day. And he's cooking fucking, what are the other one? He's got tons of Slim Jim because they sponsored it this year.
No way.
I don't know. I just made that up.
See, you're convincing me.
It's too much, man.
Yeah.
It's so far away from the simplicity of skateboarding. And skateboarding is like, if anything for me, it's like therapy.
Yeah.
It's like,
totally.
yeah, it just helps keep me alive and remind me I'm alive. And it's like, all that Olympic stuff is just a big show for spectators. And it's a big money grab for someone, not the people in the Olympics. They don't even get paid.
Yep.
They don't even get paid. They just get the prestige being in the Olympics. I'm not going to knock the people that do it, though, because guess what? Dude, if you're that good, some people are great at that game.
Yeah.
Not me.
Nope.
Not with skating. Skating's too personal or on this level where I don't want to turn it into, like, juggling,
Yeah.
you know, for money.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. There's too much other good stuff. So that's how I feel about the Olympics. But it's gonna be amazing to watch. There's storylines. There's people from all over the world. Some of those dudes are they like juggling for the peanuts, you know. And it's like, Nigel's got it all, bro. Go to him. You have to beat him. He's got it all. Dream life.
Yeah, bro.
Hollywood divorce. You like Outkast?
Yeah,
So
Outcast is
good.
sick.
Yeah,
Dude, I've been talking to people about, not to get off topic.
no, please get off topic. Fuck the Olympics.
Like
I'm happy to watch it, but fuck them. It's not real. It's not skateboarding I like.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It'll be fun to watch, but it's not a video part.
No, it's
Get
not.
the fuck out of here.
Fucking, it's just like crazy to me how many kids my age even that don't know who Outkast is. Like, you know how Big Boy was in the Super Bowl thing?
Yeah.
Dude,
They had no idea. It's
I
part of
was
Outkast.
watching the Super Bowl with my girlfriend and my friend and his girl and like maybe
Friend
there
who
was
will not be named.
Matt Fratt.
Oh.
Yeah. So there was 5 of us then.
Yeah.
Because there was one, and
No.
I was the only one who knew.
That's
who knew
crazy.
Big Boy.
Really?
I was like, dude, like,
That's
especially
insane.
because he's from the South. I'm like, he's here because like this is his like area, and like this probably means a lot to him that it's like in. I don't know if Atlanta's his hometown.
It's a big deal, yeah, I'm
But
sure.
yeah, like-
Imagine playing the Super Bowl. It's like the Olympics of sports, basically.
And I'm pretty sure, like, I think Matt Fratt, my friend Matt, was like, oh, like he's good.
Yeah.
Like when he came on, I was like,
Dude.
dude, this is what I've been saying.
Oh man.
It's
Yeah,
like-
Outkast is the best, dude. If you go back, like even the first few albums, so good, man.
Yeah.
They even get slept on in hip hop.
Yeah, for
crazy.
real. I feel like
Surprised.
they're relatively like pretty. You could like call them pioneers of like
For
a
sure.
certain, you know,
Yeah, original.
a lane that they created.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Some of my favorite. ATLians.
Shoot.
Listen to it,
That's
son.
so cool.
Yeah, whatever. Olympics, go for it, bro. That's the thing, is like I always say that, but I'm trying to think about it. It's like the average person gets excited about the Olympics, maybe. Like a person just working a job, like who's talking about the Olympics?
Yeah, I feel like
Do you watch the Olympics? Now?
no, I probably did when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and that's why my parents probably watched it because I was watching it.
Yeah.
It was only like a few events that I thought were cool, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So that means my parents don't care anymore, and there's
Yeah.
no one left.
Yeah. And then the line, bro.
Yeah.
Every 4 years.
Yeah.
It's too far spread out, man.
Yeah.
There's every day to skate.
That's
That's
true.
the thing. It's like it's just too much to even think about.
Yeah.
When it comes, it'll pass.
They'll pass.
You know, skateboarders should be more concerned about video parts and building up skateboarding. You know,
Totally,
in
yeah.
the meantime, just doing cool stuff with your community. But Olympics is whatever, man. It's a show. Shout out to She Skates.
Yeah, I saw that.
She's the homie.
Yeah.
Check out her YouTube channel. She Skates 926. She said world peace. I like that. I'm not mad at that.
Sweet.
If that's a symbol, that's fine. What music songs motivate you to skate or get you pumped? Outkast, for sure, one. I love Outkast. Do you have anything specific?
Probably if I'm going to skate, more like either like good hip hop or like Metallica type, Black Sabbath type stuff, like rock and roll.
You like some heavy, fast drums,
Yeah.
guitars, like
Yeah.
a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Something where you're just non-stop for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, like that or hip hop.
Hip hop has that too.
Basically, like I don't know, stuff that can like get you going.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like hip hop.
Trap music.
Yeah, no, you think?
No.
There's some though, but I don't want to live there.
No.
You know, there's some where you're like, yeah, I could do this for like one play.
Yeah.
And just joke around for a while. But dude, there's dudes out there that are out on cloud nine, like don't have any control, and that's all they're bumping all day. You're like, oh my god, where's reality? There's no fine line here.
Fucked.
Yeah, it's crazy. I can see if you're just playful. A lot of kids are just into it because of that, but the dude is insane, man. I'm digging like either some hip hop with some feeling and thought behind it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Or girls singing. I like girls that sing.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah,
huh?
I can't help it.
That's some Florence.
Yeah, there's a lot of girls that have sick voices. Skateboarding, headphones in taboo to some, but others can't skate without. Thoughts, Evan? Young Evan, these are big press and skateboard issues. Headphones or no headphones?
No headphones, current day.
Why?
Just like, I don't know. I feel it. Well,
Have you ever rocked headphones?
Yeah, I used to like. That's how I used to do tricks. It was weird.
Really?
And like
Do explain.
Like with 14, 15, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I'm really like superstitious and kind of like ritual when it comes to like when like say if I'm like rolling up and then I come back and let me start that over. Certain points of the song, like a beat drop.
Yeah.
Like if I can relate to that song and like that beat drop or line, that lyric, like whatever point in the song like strikes like that like feeling in me, like
get a little hype.
Yeah, then I'll like I used to go for the trick.
That's a good idea.
Like,
I've never thought of that.
Yeah, like skating a handrail, like wait for a certain point in the song and then try.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it just feels like right.
On rhythm almost.
Yeah.
Like, with it. That makes sense. Yeah. If there's a good song on that and it matches my mood that day, it'll carry me away. You're just getting tons of trips because you're just on beat and you're just like, you're not even thinking about what you're doing sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to get warmed up to that point though. Because it's like hard to get to that point.
Yeah,
sometimes.
you have to like, be in it.
You gotta start slow and then like maybe play some slow jams first just to warm up, stretch a little bit. And then the Slayer comes out, just fucking kill everything.
Then you're going for it.
It's awesome.
So, yeah.
Especially you, because you like to fly.
Yeah,
Fair
totally.
enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I like to fly too, but like different type of flying.
Downstairs and around.
It's a little different. I need like something for that though. Favorite skater of all time, dude. We already had that one, right?
Yeah. Bob.
There's too many good ones. Bob's a man. Susky, shout out, legend. Westgate, dude.
Watching him skate the high.
After watching Goonan's all his like 12 minutes of footage,
that's amazing.
Goonan, so good, dude. Next video part.
Next video part is Good Eye.
Chill. All I need.
Yep. Early summer, late spring.
Yeah, exactly.
And then after that, big cowboy season, probably later on in the year.
Gage, what up?
Yeah.
Lemons are good for you.
Ted Coots.
Nice. Dude, that's it. We crushed it, Evan.
Hell yeah,
Let's
we got
see where we're at. Dude, 2:22.
Is that good?
Dude, that's solid podcast.
Oh, yeah,
You're a solid podcast guest.
Fuck yeah,
We're
bro.
gonna do this again.
Yeah, totally. It's fun.
All I Need podcast live on Wednesdays, 7 p.m., my friends. Thanks for tuning in. All the questions on YouTube, you guys are crushing it. All the questions from Instagram and Facebook, too many, man. We got through them all. I think we might have missed one or two. If we did, we're sorry, but we'll be here next week, my friends.
Cheer.
Cheer. Peace.